Greetings, well met. Light be with you, King's Honor friend. What can I do for you? Hey guys, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another stream for you. We have some intro shoutout redemptions. Hey Medicine Man, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another stream for you. We have one actually in Norwegian. I loaded this up on Google Translate, so I'm going to try my best, Zignario. Zignario wants this to be said in Norwegian. Hei Zignario, Hvasker gal season gen her tilbake med en annen video av Ellerdeg. I'm sure that was entirely accurate, and I'm sure my pronunciation was just perfect. Oh god, I accidentally played my own stream there. That was frightening. Hang on, it's a little bit loud for me. Sorry, hang on, I'm just gonna turn this down just to shave here so I can hear myself. Meow meow meow. Thank you so much for the Prime, my main man. And I also want to say thank you to Kim Jong, hell yeah brother, and also Fantron rather. Thank you guys for the support. So it's been a little bit since we played here. I had to do a little bit of offline gaming, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update here. So I did have some opportunities here and there to play, but only for a little bit, and I didn't really feel like streaming. So what I just did is I just grinded turtles. I just grinded turtles here right on the shore. Not for a whole lot, but a decent bit. I did not do any quests, so don't worry about that. And I also sold some auctions. We sold that Blazing Emblem, and we sold that Thornstone Hammer. And I used that to buy myself a few articles of clothing. What did I buy? I bought the Dalewind trousers. Huge spirit on these bad boys. These are relatively cheap. I think they're like 20 gold. I got this wand, the Wand of Alistarge, for I think about the same, like 20-ish gold, like mid-20s or something. Ooh, and I crafted my green lens too. I also gave my green lens a few more crafts, so we went ahead and we made that. And I think that's it. I have not done any quests, as you can see. My map is still completely a mess. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I did get some guy's lunch here on this island, and I almost died because it spawned 3 trolls, which I didn't know about, but I did kill them. And I turned that one in, so yeah, sorry, I kind of cheated on you guys there a little bit. But we're back here. As you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 bars of rested. We're starting stream a little bit late here tonight rather. Goal for the stream 48. Okay, but maybe considering we're just starting Hinterlands here, which I've been told is like amazingly pog, as the kids say these days. Maybe we can even do 49. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. We have a whole new game mode to talk about, really. We have Season of Discovery here. Well, actually, first on, let me say what's up to everybody here. How's it going, you guys? Lady Syrie, how's it going? Looking for the Mads Wave emote in chat here. Petty Toes, shoutouts to you. If you're not subscribed, you can get this emote by using Doritos. So, Daymarts, Curly, Hamsfree, Iridath. How's it going, everybody, today? Cutie-chan, how's it going? Let's see here. I wanted to buy some water, actually, before I head out. And I think we're ready. Let's just head out with this. Wait, I have no sound effects. There we go. I have no sound effects, and I must scream. Underskilled. Subsun. 2 Pump Chump. Tim Allen's Left Toe. Magnus. Iggy Zombie. Bob. What's up, Bob? How's it going, you guys? What do you guys think of Season of Discovery? I wanted to kind of talk about this first. Ooh, actually, before we talk about that, so we reacted to this whole BlizzCon panel just a few days ago. A day late, actually, a day after the presentation, and we reacted to it. It's in the past broadcast if you guys are curious. However, I did say that I was going to make, and a lot of you guys are going to hate me for this, you're going to cringe here, a React channel. We're making a React channel. That's it. I've actually got a lot of good feedback on the React, and I figured Reacts have sort of been a big request for a long time. So I figured to finally pull the trigger. What I'm going to do, if you guys want to get a jump start on it, I have an inactive channel called MadSeasonShow. That's on YouTube right now. It's been inactive for quite a while. I am going to repurpose it into MadSeasonShow reaction channel, and I couldn't help myself but edit my React a little bit. You guys know me, I am an editor, and I imagine I'll do a little bit of editing with all my React, so it's not just raw upload. And I should be able to finish it tonight. I finished most of it a few days ago, the night that I did the React. But yeah, I'll upload that to the Bad Season Show channel in a nice digestible part for you guys if you're curious about my reactions to the Season of Discovery. And what I also want to do is I'll probably make a way for you guys to request reacts. Maybe like a channel in my Discord or something I can go ahead and make. And if you guys have any videos that you want me to react to, maybe I can do it, as long as it's, it's a YouTuber who doesn't care about reacts and they allow it. Or like I can ask permission or something. And I have to be interested in it. Okay, if it's a video that I think isn't going to be interesting to me, I probably will not touch it. No offense, but I only want to watch stuff that's interesting to me. I figure maybe the first react we could do, or I guess the second, I've been told that my near death in Zul'Farrak it made it to the Hardcore Compilations channel. So I feel, considering that my footage is in that video, I feel like that's kind of fair game. And we can react to the Hardcore Death Clips channels and stuff. I feel like that might be kind of entertaining. I was thinking of doing that tonight, actually, but I'm lazy, and I just decided to play World of Warcraft instead. Wait, hang on, orgasm moment. Just give everybody proper time to orgasm, okay? Cannot talk over this music that much. Hyper and Sleepy, thank you for the Prime, my main man. Akaizma, thank you for the Prime. Difficulty tweak, thank you. Dankeschön for Der Geld. Hell yeah, brother, thank you. Let's see. That was in the middle of the stream too. We could. Yeah, we absolutely could. Maybe if I feel like it later on, we could do that. We can react to my, we actually kind of did a react to my near death. Right after it happened, I kind of did a play-by-play commentary. That might be kind of interesting. I also have a few videos myself that I have in mind that I would like to react to. A few that I've seen in the past, a few I haven't seen in the past that I've been waiting to watch. Maybe we could watch it together. But yeah, I know, again, this is going to make a lot of you guys cringe, because I know a lot of you guys really hate reaction channels and everything. But I think I might enjoy it. So typically what I do, not just on social media, but in life in general, I just kind of do what I want to do, and I don't really care what people think about me. So I'll probably just do what I want to do. And this wand, by the way, is amazing. I love it. I love it. It's a little bit slower than the previous one, but it's highly damaging. It's like a tick of Shadow Word pain almost, each hit you do. The way I'll do reacts, though, saying all of this, let's turn on the music here, is I want it to be respectful. So obviously, having a channel myself and being an editor myself, I'm very, 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 very much a big fan of giving credit where credit is due. And in general, before we do a react, I'll kind of look into the channel, and if I see that, they don't like people reacting to their content, then I simply won't watch it. So I want to be very respectful to editors and stuff, and make sure I give proper shout outs, links in descriptions, links during the video, things of that nature. I feel like that's it's etiquette, right? It's etiquette within the React meta. Maybe we can react to some of my own videos too to start off. I said like we can maybe do old school WoW videos. Like we can watch Pat PvP video. Hell yeah, brother. We can watch Leroy Jenkins. We can watch maybe like famous, infamous players series or something. I don't know. I can't really stand the sound of my voice in my old videos though. So I'll just have to say on that. What class will you main in Season of Discovery? Asks Ethy. I don't honestly know. I was thinking maybe Warlock off the top of my head. Maybe multiple, or I guess you can't main multiple. But for my main, I might play multiple, but for my main, I might play Soul Link Demonology Warlock. Because it seems as though they're going to be like tanks, right? With a new rune system and metamorphosis. I feel like in PvP, Warlocks would be really good. WoW Funeral. Yeah, we can do like a lot of old iconic, like our Blood Plague incident. We could do dives, right? We could do a bunch of old school WoW videos. I feel like maybe that would be honestly a pretty good spot to start, because obviously knowing my background, World of Warcraft related, it would probably appeal the most to you guys. Maybe you guys don't like the React meta, but I'm sure you enjoy like the old school WoW videos and stuff too, right? So maybe that'll be a way to to be like, hey, check this out. Maybe this would be something that would entertain you. I would edit them a little bit, but not a whole lot. For the most part, like for instance, this one with the Season of Discovery, there's a couple of lines of dialogue that I went on where if I just listened to the presentation for like 5 more seconds, everything I said would be made to be completely irrelevant. So I cut that out as to not like waste everybody's time and to make myself seem less stupid. Gaming power activated. But yeah, we can do like the lore of WoW and stuff, but I also, so if you guys know my interest as well, you know I'm also interested in social media. So I would also be interested in like just social media videos in general, microtransaction videos in gaming. I'll take any opportunity I can to bitch about microtransactions. Look at that 840 crit, by the way. Good God. Jesus. Shadow Priests are overpowered. Are you kidding me? Oh, I won my latest fantasy game. Just to keep you guys updated, I'm now 6-3. I know you guys were just chomping at the bit for my fantasy football updates. So there you go. I know you've been waiting, wondering your entire day, did Mad Season win his for no money fantasy football game? Who's your quarterback? Okay, well, you guys can give me advice here. My main quarterback right now is Pat Mahomes, who's going to be on a bye. So I have Sam Howell of the Washington football team. Or I guess they're the Commanders now, right? However, I was thinking of making a trade for an injured player. I was thinking of trading Pat away for Justin Jefferson, who is on injury reserve right now, but he could return next week, but nobody's sure. He got a hamstring injury earlier in the year, and the Vikings haven't been very clear if he's going to return or not. It's kind of a risky trade because my backup is kind of Sam Howell. I don't know. He's not like super consistent. But then again, neither is Pat. Pat had like a really shitty game too. Pat sucked this week. Yeah, he did. He sucked last week too. He got like 7 points last week. And the thing is, with Justin Jefferson, the Vikings just lost Kirk. They lost Captain Kirk due to a torn ACL. He's out for the season, so they got Joshua Dobbs now, who did all right in his last game, actually, but he's obviously unproven, so an unproven quarterback with a wide receiver who's injured, who might not return. Risky is all I'm going to say. Risky. How many teams? PPR is PPR 8 teams. We have, this is my first fantasy league, so I might not know all the terms, but we can have 2 quarterbacks if that's what you're asking. I'll tell you guys my team right now. Hang on, as I kill these trolls. So here's my lineup. Pay attention. Pay attention. So here's my active lineup for this week, because I have some buys going on. Sam Howell, quarterback. Tony Pollard, running back. K9, Kenneth Walker III, running back. Adam Thielen, wide receiver. Nico Collins, wide receiver. Sam Laporta, tight end. And as my flex, I have David Montgomery, who's, I believe, Coach Campbell, is that the Lions coach, said that he should be back this week. Benched right now is Pat, who's on a bye. Gabe Davis. Cooper Kupp, who's also on a bye. Chris Olave, or Olave, I'm not sure how to say his name. Cortland Sutton. Dalton Kincaid. And on my injury reserve, I have Devon Achane of the Dolphins and Kyron Williams of the Rams, who I believe are coming back at week 11 and 10, respectively, if I'm not mistaken. They should be back pretty soon here. I got Jake Elliott as a kicker and Ravens as my defense. So I was thinking of trading, knowing all of that, I was thinking of trading Pat for Justin Jefferson. But I'm not sure if I need it. Because Cooper Kupp, because Stafford is out, has been underperforming. I think Stafford is back maybe next week. But Cooper Kupp has had some really shitty games, and he's also sharing passes with Puka Nakua, who's been doing really well on the Rams. Solid team, you're right. Don't trade Mahomes. He'll ball hard, have a late season playoff drive. Yeah, I think it's risky. And I'm 6-3, so it's like, is there really a need for a risky trade? You know what I mean? If I was like 3-6, maybe, I need a big change. Maybe I'll just hold on to him. Because I don't know about Sam Howitzer. Yeah, Justin is riskier, I agree. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep him. Okay, we're talking about football. I'm sure maybe 1% of you guys care about football. Do you guys want to talk about World of Warcraft? Thank you, Anonymous, by the way. I do appreciate the suggestions. I think I might actually keep Pat. I'll think about it. I'll let you guys know if I self-implode and I decide to, for no reason, take Justin Jefferson. But I have an opportunity for him. So, Season of Discovery, in your guys' opinion, is it Classic Plus? Is it Classic Plus? This is a big debate within the World of Warcraft community. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. You guys want to know what I think? Considering that everything we've seen so far is just a fraction of what we're going to see, this is just level 25 content. And if you watch the whole presentation, they showed screenshots of Scarlet Monastery, and they said finishing unfinished zones. They showed a screenshot of the Pauper's Walk, aka the Karazhan Crypt. I think it's Classic Plus. I think we can call it Classic Plus. Now, am I saying, is it going to be good Classic Plus? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I think you can call it Classic Plus. Because, I mean, the thing is, the reason why this is up for a debate is because nobody can agree on what Classic Plus is. Had been from the beginning, and I've told you guys this before. Whenever I talk about Classic Plus, a common question I have in my stream chat that people inevitably ask is, what is Classic Plus? And I've said that it's a hard question, and I'm never really able to answer it, because the simple fact of the matter is that nobody can agree on what it is. But I will say, okay, just from what I've heard, all right, from what I have heard personally, the common trends that I see around within Classic Plus is that people say content after level 60, which if we're getting the Popper's Walk, aka the Karazhan Crypts, I mean, who knows? Maybe they could make it a level 40 zone. You never know. I imagine this would be post 60 content. If we are getting high gel, I imagine that this would be post 60 content. They showed screenshots of Nobrungan, so that's going to be like the level 30, 40-ish tier. We don't even know how many tiers are going to do. They're starting with 25, but is it going to be 25, and then maybe is it going to be 35, or is it 25, 40, 50, 60? It's really hard to say because the developers only know their plans right now. But if it's post 60 content, which I believe that the Karazhan Crypts would be, personally, I that falls under line with Classic Plus. The fact that they're finishing unfinished zones, this has been a very, very common request for Classic Plus. People say, because the thing is with Classic Plus, people say they want the spirit of vanilla. Well, what really is the spirit of vanilla? How close do you guys think that you could possibly get to the spirit of vanilla in the modern day? The correct answer is you develop features and designs that were initially planned to be released by the original developers in 2004, but for whatever reason, typically time constraints, it was scrapped. Kind of sounds like the Karazhan Crypts, huh? Kind of sounds like Hygel. And they didn't show a screenshot of Hygel, so I guess I can't say Hygel, but they did show the Karazhan Crypts. And the guy did specifically say in the presentation, finishing areas that didn't make it to the original game. Okay? He specifically said that. That sounds like Classic Plus to me. So, as far as like the new abilities are concerned, I've seen, class balance being switched up in Classic Plus, and they're certainly doing that. Now, are they doing it in a way that people expected with the rune system? I don't think people expected the rune system at all. So that doesn't really fall in line with what Classic Plus generally people think it to be. But classes are getting new abilities. They're getting even new specs, actually. Another, again, designs and features that the original developers intended, such as enhancement tanks, which we're getting in Season of Discovery. I think maybe you could say the least Classic Plus element of it is that since it is season-based, it's assumed that it's going to be temporary. So it'll go on for like a year-ish, like Season of Mastery did, and then it'll end. But, you never know. Like, let's say Season of Discovery gets received wildly well, and everybody loves it. Well, maybe they have a Season of Discovery era servers, or maybe they'll just keep going, right? If it gets received well, and a lot of people are playing it. The thing that I'll say is that it's too early to say, right? You have people out there who are like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, or you have people out there who are like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. I think a lot of it you just have to kind of experience first. So when people ask me what I think of it, you'll just get a lot of I don't know, because I don't know, and I'm not going to pretend to know. It hasn't been out yet. I haven't played it yet. I have to get in there. I have to see how all this works before I can give an opinion for it. So it's hard to say, honestly. He also said Classic Plus too. Yeah. He did. He said Classic Plus a lot more. Jedzi, thank you for the tier 1 for 18 months now. I'm sorry, this was 13 minutes ago. I got caught up in a monologue there. A monotone monologue. It says, I realized the beginning of your end intro is the outro for Frogs by Alice in Chains. Yes, indeed. Wow, I didn't know that anybody would get that. Hell yeah, man. Thank you. That's actually one of my favorite AIC songs. Today's also the 20th anniversary of the Tripod album. Is it now? Wow. Okay. That's also a great album. Well, all of the AIC albums are great, except aside from Sap, which had like a total of 4 songs. But actually, my favorite album is Jar of Flies, because I like their acoustic stuff a little bit more. So, I don't know. This whole is Season of Discovery Classic Plus. I think you can go either way on it. Personally, I think it is Classic Plus. It's hard to define. We'll never have a clear answer, because the community, of course, can't agree on anything. They can't agree on anything, of course. It's standard. But I think it's Classic Plus, if you ask me. For what it's worth, I think it seems to me like it's Classic Plus. And I will say this as well. No matter what they released, a certain percentage of the people will love it, and a certain percentage of the people will hate it. No matter what it was. No matter what it was. So it was, from what I can tell, not that I've really been researching it a lot, mainly from Stream Chat. I feel like you guys in Stream Chat generally are excited for Season of Discovery. I think that it's more positive than negative, personally. It depends on what forums you go to. Like if you're going to Reddit, if you're going to the official WoW forums, if you're going to YouTube videos, Twitch streams, and what kind of Twitch streamer. Different communities will certainly be more or less receptive to it. If you guys are curious what this stream is, I guess, or what my opinions are, is I'm generally excited for it, but I really can't tell you until I play it. So I'm generally excited, but I don't know. That's my official answer. Overall, I'm excited, but I don't know. And I will be playing it, of course. I will be playing it on the 30th of November. So you guys are welcome to ask me then. Well, not then, but a few weeks after that point, and I'll have a better answer for you, what I think about it. I guess my one reservation, my one worry is that I feel like I'm afraid they're going to go too crazy with the rune system. I'm afraid that they'll go too crazy with the rune system, and the classes won't. I said this many times in the React. Weaknesses are not flaws. Weaknesses in your class and your toolkit are not flaws. The fact that warlocks are not very mobile, the fact that rogues are squishy, the fact that what else can we say? That warriors maybe aren't good AoE tanks. Those aren't flaws. Every class and every spec, every DPS role, they have to have weaknesses. It's part of their identity. Warlocks in Classic are defined by their immobility, but they're also defined by, you know, their micro with their pet management, their tankiness with demonology spec, their glass cannon nature with destruction. They kind of share that with like fire mages. Frost mages are in a way defined by how fast they burn through mana or how squishy they are. Well, I'm not, can you even say frost mages are squishy? That friggin' frost shield is OP. I am a warrior main, if you haven't figured that out now. Yeah, frost mages don't really have a lot of weaknesses. Maybe that's a bad example to talk about. Okay, like warriors, for example, aren't very mobile. Right? They have charge, they have intercept. Not counting any consumes or anything. They have charge and intercept in vanilla. There's no heroic leap going on. There's no intervene. They can't really get around that well. So, but that's part of the warriors, right? That's not a flaw. That's not a game design flaw. It's a weakness, which is part of their identity. So my fear is with these rune systems, they're going to implement a bunch of it, but they'll look at it and say, okay, well, you know, warriors aren't very mobile. Let's go ahead and give them all of these. Let's give them heroic leap. Let's give them some sort of movement snare immunity. Let's give them maybe a double intercept or something. Let's give them maybe a rocket that they insert into their anus that they turn on, and then they charge towards their enemy. That's what my fear is with the rune system. We only sound like 3 of each class, so we don't really know too much about it. I feel like the rune system is going to probably make or break Classic. The BFD raid, who cares? I mean, for level 25, it'll keep people occupied for a bit. But eventually the rune system, the BFD it'll be old news, right? It'll be old content. Discovering the runes, once you discover them once, unless they switch it up, you know, these are all things that you figure out and you complete, and then their biggest effect is when you first encounter them. But the rune system is class balance, right? That affects everything in the game. That affects PvE. I'm putting my fist into my hand right now. That affects PvE. That affects PvP. That affects ERP. That affects grinding. That affects everything. World PvP. It's the rune system. Rune system will make or break Classic. So I hope they don't go too ham with that. I hope they don't go too hardcore with that, if you'll forgive the vernacular. I think if they don't go too hardcore, it'll still feel like vanilla, and then to me it'll be Classic Plus. But they can either make it feel like retail class balance or Classic class balance, depending on what they do with these runes. I think maybe that's the biggest fear. Wait, Skylord Plume, did we get lucky with this? This was a first kill. It's a get this one item quest. I feel like you have to kill like 9,000 of these things in order to get that. Okay, when you savage all beach, what would you good? Okay. So, yeah, a lot to think about. I didn't want to, or Top Striker said, runes and their consequences have been a disaster for Gold Stars Economy. You know it. You know it. There's a lot of abilities you can ERP on. Believe me. Blade Storm. It gets crazy. Naked Blade Storm. You slap everybody. Swapping runes and talent specs between pulls is not Classic. True, actually, true. They did say they're going to be doing dual spec, and I have said that I am a fan of dual spec for vanilla. You can hate me for that, okay? But I would still like to see kind of... should you be able to switch it infinitely wherever you go, necessarily? I don't know. Maybe there should be a cooldown on switching between talent specs. Switching for different bosses or something. Like switching between bosses. That doesn't really feel like vanilla. So maybe it seems like they're doing dual talent spec for Season of Discovery. I wonder if maybe it would be wise to maybe kind of restrict it a little bit. What do you guys think? Oh, we didn't get the music from that, did we? Are you guys okay, well, 2 questions, okay? A, do you guys like dual spec in Season of Discovery? B, should it be restricted if it is in the game, which I believe it is. I believe it's pretty much confirmed it's in the game. Dual talents, but only respec at trainer. I think so, yeah. Because switching on the fly like that is... again, this kind of gets into... I fill this role, right? This is the role that I pick. This is part of what defines my gameplay. I'm a tank, but if you can be if you can be a tank and a healer on the fly like that, that kind of gets into the same issue of the identity kind of being hurt for vanilla. One of the biggest things for vanilla with me is it's not only the identity of the classes, it's the identity of the players. You know what I mean? You have a friend, he's your tank friend. But if your tank friend can switch between tanking and DPS on the fly like that, I think the player identity is hurt. If you go in town, maybe it's lessened. Maybe that would be a good middle ground. You go to spec trainers in town. Maybe you can do it like once or twice a day or something. I believe I've seen some people say. But class identity or player identity, in my opinion, is as important as class identity. I'm sure that's going to be controversial, as is anything with vanilla World of Warcraft. I know it's and again, is having only one spec inconvenient? Yeah, but I mean, hey, welcome to vanilla, baby. Do you guys know where they put the fucking the aqua quintessence that you have to use to douse a rune in Molten Core? Is it nicely kept there in Stormwind and Orgrimmar? There's a nice NPC there that you can talk to. No, it's all the way in buttfuck nowhere in Ashara. That's the most vanilla. This is the most vanilla element I've ever heard in my entire life. Vanilla is defined by inconvenience, and a dual spec is very, 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 very convenient. Like I said, overall I feel like dual spec, it brings more good than bad, because it gets to a point to where maybe how restrictive is too restrictive, but maybe you could have a middle ground where you have dual spec but you restrict it in a way. I don't know, maybe something I have to think about more. It's big. It's absolutely big, because dual spec was a Wrath change. Was dual spec Wrath, you guys? I thought it came like at the in the middle of Wrath or at the end of Wrath. And I mean, people love Wrath. People love Wrath, so there's that. I have to poop. Yeah, I have to poop. It was in Wrath? Okay. I remember, like, wasn't it like they added it in Wrath and it cost like 1,000 gold? And then it came out in Cataclysm and then they like reduced it to 10 gold. So anybody who bought it in Wrath were just kind of like fucked, especially if you did it right before the patch that they changed it. I think it was like Cataclysm they reduced it. Okay, what do you guys think about this? It's in Season of Discovery, but it costs like as much as your epic mount. Dual spec costs 1,000 gold, just like how it was in Wrath. And maybe that's what it'll be, right? They didn't give any information on like the details. It just said people playing multiple specs in vanilla, right? Then they said, yeah, we'll be doing that. Maybe it'll cost 1,000 gold, just like it did in initial Wrath. And that would add another barrier to it, or a reason to buy gold. That kind of gets into the issue of Blizzard not moderating their own fucking game, though. Unfortunately, Nebo, thank you for the Prime Doppelmonger, and Jan Sorted as well. Thank you for the tier 1s, you guys. Appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, this actually. What they removed a gold sync, didn't they? Didn't they say no respec costs? Correct me if I'm wrong here. Didn't they say no respec costs? I don't like that. I think there should be a respec cost. I think there should always be gold syncs. The gold kind of inflates too much anyway as it stands, especially with all the bots in the game. You have to always fight gold inflation. The respec is gone. They lowered it. They lowered the costs. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that. They adjusted it. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Because again, if they police their game in an effective manner, okay, sure. But with how many bots that are in this game, inflation. I'll tell you why inflation is bad. How hard is it today in the modern age or was it in the modern age with all of the bots infesting BC Classic to buy your epic mount training in BC Classic compared to how it was in 2007? It was probably way easier, wasn't it? Well, that's because you can sell a stack of fucking adamantite for like 200 gold. So, farm in Nagrand for, what, a day? You get your epic mount training. You know how long that took in 2007 before bots overtook the game? There were bots in 2007, don't get me wrong. Definitely, I don't think it's not as much as today. No, in BC, mount training took, for me, weeks, because the gold inflation wasn't as bad. That comes from knowledge as well. People know like the better spots to farm for vendor trash and stuff. Combating inflation is much harder. The point I'm making is combating inflation in 2023 is much harder than it was in 2007. So to me, that says you have to have more gold sinks, not less. More gold sinks. So I don't really agree with reducing respec costs. That's because that's one of the most effective gold sinks in the game. It's like they actually had data about this at one point. It was repair costs, spell training is pretty big. The most effective gold sinks aren't things like really, really expensive mounts. It's the little stuff that everybody does. That takes the most gold out of the economy. So you're talking repair costs, you're talking respec costs, you're talking flight paths, you're talking spell training. No, if my goal was to make it vanilla like, to me, money mattering and gold being hard to come by is very vanilla like, especially if you're trying to recapture that 2004 feeling. Again, something that's lessened with the ability to buy WoW tokens, by the way. So we can go on that rant if you guys want. What's up, Ruthgar? He says he's leveling in Wrath Classic right now, and I made 500 gold with just a stack of vanilla classic fish yesterday. Yeah, exactly. So how hard is it to get any sort of training or anything, like mount training, spell training? I guess he's still doing Wrath. It's nothing. It's nothing. And that breaks the fucking game. This was one of my major points with my Ballad of the Level Boost video. When I said that the economy in BC Classic would go out of fucking control if you add the ability to buy level boosts, because that means more bots into the world, which means more gold into the economy, which means a lessened experience for everybody. Because, well, I'm not sure it's lessened experience, but it's, I feel like, poo on me, I suppose. Maybe I'm a boomer, but I feel like having to actually earn in-game accomplishments is more rewarding than just buying them all. And being able to, having to farm gold for your epic mount flying training, let's say for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which isn't even that long amount of time, by the way, as opposed to, 2 hours, you get a much more rewarding feeling from that 2 weeks of farming than you do with the 2 hours. So, and again, even with vanilla, which assumedly, let's knock on wood here, won't have WoW tokens or level boosts, inflation is still a big, big problem because there are more bots in the modern year and people know the farms. There's so many more mages doing, oh, my mouse isn't working. Okay, there we go. There's so many more mages here in Tanris doing the Zul'Farrak zombie farm in 2023 than there were in 2004. So it's not even just bots, but it's just the players know the spots now, right? And they're more efficient at it. And they're killing many more mobs much more quickly. So combating inflation should be one of their top priorities. And reducing respec costs is not what I would call combating inflation as a top priority. So I guess that would be a complaint of mine. If I had anything to complain about, which I always do, as you guys know. Flute Keck, thank you for the Prime. Eyewall, thank you. Let's see. Dame Art says, gold adds goals to the game, which gives another reason for people to continuously log in. If it's too easy to get, it's another pillar of endgame lost. Boom. Take that quote, engrave it into a plaque and frame it, and add it to and just hang it in the developers' offices. Because what Dame Art said is absolutely 100% true. Gold farming is a pillar of endgame. Just like how raiding is a pillar of endgame, just like how PvP is a pillar of endgame. If there's less of a reason, if there's less of a struggle in getting that mount training and getting your spell training and repairing, that's one less reason to play the game. It's bad not only from, in my opinion, a gameplay standpoint, but a financial standpoint, because your players are playing the game less, right? You want your players playing the damn game, damn it. Give them a pillar of endgame. I have to poop. Can I go poop, you guys? Do I have your permission to poop right now? Is that okay? I actually have to go poop right now pretty badly. I'm going to play some advertisements. And I'm going to play them while I'm AFK. So we don't get them during actual gameplay. Wait, can I do that? Or did they just play? They may have just played, unfortunately. No, okay, I guess. Well, they might have played semi recently. I hate to bombard you guys with ads, but this will turn off pre-rolls and stuff for a little while. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go drop the kids off at the pool. So you guys talk amongst yourself of this subject. Please don't threaten to murder each other's family. It's not that important, I assure you. But I'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. Our questing rate hasn't been very good because we're getting really caught up with nerd rants. Should probably change that a little bit now. Whirly Bird, thank you for the prime, dude. Hold the Ass, Eyewall, thank you guys. Flute Keck, hell yeah. brothers and sisters. Okay. Let's see. Hands-free says they should use an AI to put all the botters on the same server and just let them figure it out. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Farming gold for a server where it doesn't get sold. Actually, it reminds me of something. So, are you guys familiar with Dungeon Defenders on Steam? It's a tower defense game. It's a tower defense game on Steam, and people would cheat in there. Of course, they'd like hack items and stuff. So what they did was the developers, I guess they had different servers for this game, and anybody who was caught cheating, they weren't banned from the game. However, they were banished to Mordor. They were sent to a server to where they could only play with other cheaters. They could only play with other cheaters. I kind of like that. I think a few games do that, actually. Like if somebody's aimbotting in PUBG or something. I'm not saying PUBG does this, but the developers will only let them play with other cheaters. I feel like that's sort of like karmic justice, if you ask me. You force them to play with other people who are cheating so they get a taste of their own medicine. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of karmic justice. I think we need more karmic justice in this world. The wheels of history are moved by blood alone. Okay. We do that with WoW. All the gold buyers and botters go on the same server. Oh wait, that's already happening because everybody buys gold. Mission accomplished. Alright, what are we doing here? Savage Albis and Music? Is this Music? Is that how you say that? If we finish this quest, our map will look much more clear. I think we need, yeah, Soothsayers, which are in the camps. Kill the Vile Branch here. Hell yeah, brother. That's some good water. You guys ready for this React channel? How many of you guys will hate me for this React channel? Oh my god. How many angry comments will I have on this React channel? People are gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. There are a few games that have done that before. I did a paper on cheating in video games in school once. Oh shit, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I did a 1-hour video essay on cheating in video games. It's called The Ballad of the Level Boost. And it's still on YouTube. It's one of the most glorious videos to ever grace the classic World of Warcraft community, so I'm told. It's still up there. You guys can watch it. I haven't deleted it out of embarrassment yet. Not yet. Let's see here. Yeah, we deal so much damage. So much damage. It's so good. Just looking at the old playlist on MadSeasonShow. Oh, I'll keep them up. No, I'll keep them up. If you guys would like to watch a Dark Souls 1 playthrough or a half-finished Elden Ring playthrough from your boy here, check out MadSeasonShow and look at the playlist section. You'll find a whole series of videos. Yeah. Hoping bots aren't a major thing in Season of Discovery. If you buy it, they will farm. There will be no bots if people don't buy gold. I know that's a big ask of the classic community to not pay money for the privilege of not playing the game that they claim that they care about and they have a lot of fun with. But if people didn't buy gold, the bots wouldn't be there. That's not going to happen. That was like my favorite comment. Actually, no, I won't even get into that. I love Classic WoW so much, you guys. I pay money to play it, and I also pay money to not play it. That's how much I love it. It's my favorite game. It's my favorite game. To support the developers, of course. That's why the WoW token, of course, to stop botting, which totally does not exist in retail World of Warcraft, of course. There's absolutely zero evidence of any bots in retail WoW, because the WoW token's in it. And I'm sure Wrath Classic also has absolutely zero bots, now that they've added the WoW token. Aghast Gaming, thank you for the Prime, my main man. G-Dub as well, thank you for the Prime for 12 months. I never really got that, I never bought that excuse of I buy level boosts and WoW tokens to support the developers. It seems to me that the more money that Activision Blizzard earns, the less they pay their employees. Didn't it come out, I think it was like last year or something, Activision Blizzard had a record-breaking profits. They slashed the bonuses of all their employees by like 78%. You guys remember that? So it seems to me, the more microtransactions you buy, the worse off the actual employees are. Think of the employees, you guys. Don't buy microtransactions. Don't buy it. I feel like that's kind of copium for people like just trying to find, you know, reasons, trying to legitimize paid character progression. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for unnamed developers whom I don't know / I'll never meet, ever. I'm such a pious individual, paying for character progression. Here, hang on. Soothsayers. Soothsayers. I guess there's more camps over here, so we don't have to farm these ones. Let's finish off these stupid idiots. These stupid boomkins. They clicked the wrong spec. Maybe not for Season of Discovery, but for Hardcore Classic, these guys clicked the wrong talent tree. Hot takes is Mangif. Season of Discovery will be fun for 3 days, then everybody will forget about it. You never know. Who knows? I will say that I hope that the first phase isn't too long, because it will take people 1 day, not even a day, to get to 25. Well, maybe a day to get to level 25. Because I'm assuming that the level ranges will not be messed with at all. But yeah, I can get to 25 in one power session, I feel. So if you're talking about the average player, ooh, easy. You have to start a lot of alts, I suppose. People already looking at the new spells and min-maxing. Wait, all the new spells? Are all the spells out? Or all of the ones that have been confirmed, is what you mean. Okay, I told you that was going to clear up our map quite a bit. I suppose we'll finish off these Vile Branch. Then we'll head south here. We're just going to progress west, not doing Jinta Allure, of course. Unless maybe we can find a group for it later. Is about to test stuff? Well, they must be in-house testing. I think they said no public PTR. Unless we have like a special, streamer prio. Do we have some streamer privilege going about, you guys? Do you know? I know nothing myself. We have some special streamer invites that can make everybody really, really angry. Have you reattempted ZF? No, I haven't. I don't think I'm going to do any more dungeons on this character. I'm too close to 60. I'm too close to 60. If I lose it because a run goes bad, I will actually be mad season. Yeah, actually mad season. I miss all of BlizzCon, says Stuba. Anything interesting? Season of Discovery is the main one for me. I suppose if you're into Cataclysm Classic got announced, and like one guy in the crowd cheered. He's like, woo! Yeah, the reception for Cataclysm was very expected for me, but overall quite underwhelming. I in my opinion, Cataclysm Classic is going to suffer from huge population issues. If people are, if Wrath Classic is suffering from population issues, as people have told me. I think Cataclysm Classic, yeah, I think they're kind of fucked. No, I mean, I don't mean to make you guys worry or anything, but... Ah, shit! That might have been a bad move, but I didn't want this to heal. Come on. Good. Did I aggro more with this? No. Okay, good. That was a good play. Look at that crap. Look at that crap. Yeah, I think Cataclysm Classic is going to have huge population issues. How many streamers are going to play it? Not that, like, streamers are in... Well, no, I feel like streamers are kind of indicative of the health of a game. Because streamers generally go to where the players are. They go to where the interest is, maybe I should say. Streamers go to where the interest is. So I feel like streamers are indicative of the health of a video game. How many streamers do you guys know are going to be playing Cataclysm Classic? I will not be one of them. I will not be one of them. That doesn't come from, like, popularity or Twitch viewership. I'm not even playing Wrath Classic right now. I loved Wrath, but I'm not playing Wrath Classic largely because of the level boost in WoW token. But Cataclysm was an expansion I didn't even enjoy, so... 0. I think people will try it if there are big changes enough and then quit. They did say they're going to change it a bit, which I'm interested in. I think Azimus will be doing PvP in it. I'm not sure if he'll stream it. Okay. Snutsmite PvP. Okay. Some interest here and there, it seems. Silvermane Howlers we can use. Are these ones stealthed like the other ones? I don't follow WoW streamers, to be honest, says 123 Sammy. But I expect to watch a few PvP type videos on YouTube. Okay. Okay, so some interest here and there. All I can say is I won't be playing it. The only thing I liked of Cataclysm, I liked Hunters in Cataclysm in PvP. Oh god, I'm really struggling here. I suppose I like Transmog for what it was. Transmog was kind of interesting. I wouldn't want Transmog in Vanilla WoW for various reasons. The reason for that, I always use this example, is because what you're wearing tells a story. Okay? Look at this character. You look at this character, you immediately know this is an engineer, especially like in strategy for PvP. This is an engineer. This person's going to have grenades. They're going to have maybe a goblin rocket helmet. I guess maybe not a rocket helmet since I have the green lens on. They're going to have engineer gadgets and tricks. Another good one is warriors. Any warrior knows the graphic for death grips. Those bluish big plate gauntlets that you get from Undead Stratholme. Because those gauntlets mean no disarm. You can also have a weapon chain, but death grips means no disarm. And if you're able to transmog out of that, it affects PvP strategy. And it also, like, clown suits are a part of Vanilla's identity. All of this mismatched gear. And the set tells a story. It tells a story. And this is all questing gear because I'm too much of a P-word to do dungeons. I tried one dungeon, okay, and it did not go well, so you guys have to give me props. And I tried to save everybody. I tried my very best. But it's just, yeah, stuff happened, and it was unfortunate. The healer and tank died, maybe the mages too. Maybe I was the only one to get out alive. I honestly have no earthly idea, and I kind of don't want to know. So I have enough survivor's guilt. Okay. I want to react to that video though. That compilation clip that people said I made it into. Maybe we could do that. Well, nah, let's save that. I want to start. I think if I do reactions, I want to like start the stream off with them. I don't want to like play WoW and then get into it and interrupt the gameplay. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. Did you ever hear from any of the other survivors? Asked Tadario. No, I have. I don't think so, at least, unless I missed a whisper or something. I don't think so. So, the Crix interview. Oh, does Crix have an interview? I would be more inclined to do WoW-related content. I would be more inclined to do WoW-related content. But I want to do other content too, like social media stuff. Like I said, we went over this discussion. I don't want to repeat myself. G-Dub, thank you for the Prime, man. And Aghast Gaming as well. Thank you guys for your support. Appreciate it as usual. I can't stream for too late tonight, you guys. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We started stream late tonight. So, you guys know me, I got my boomer bedtime. I can't stay up too late. I'm not as young as I used to be. If I stay up too late, I'm just destroyed. I'm just absolutely destroyed. I'm not a pleasant person to interact with in the morning if I did not get enough sleep. So, I gotta get my bedtime going. You haven't watched a Crix interview yet? No, not yet. I've been doing lots of stuff in the past few days. I haven't even been at my computer for the past couple days. Old season, that's right. Okay, Violet Tragan. This, if you recall, well, I haven't seen the duels, but I'm told Zico used this item that I'm about to loot to get himself out of a hunter trap. Because if you consume it, it puts a poison dot on you. Don't eat me. If you eat it, it gives you a poison dot, which will break CC, which is honestly pretty good. However, I want to complete it because this quest leads to the Noggin Fogger Elixir, and I need my Noggin Fogger Elixir. And I want the XP too, obviously. Okay, let's finish these Silvermane Howlers. We're just going to do everything here. Let's look at all of our quests. We need 3 more Soothsayers. Shit. Oh, we can get them in here. Okay, good. Good. We can just get them right here. So I was fearing I had to go all the way back over here. I just want to go like all the way west through this zone. And then Hearth back. We need Soothsayers, though. We need the casters. The Altar of Zul. There we go. I do gaming TV. Says, I'm not sure if you've been asked this already, but I hate to have to repeat yourself. No worries. I don't mind repeating myself. But what made you choose Shadow Priest just to change things up? I thought you were a warrior PvP only person. I chose Shadow Priest because we got a big tournament coming up. I do gaming TV. There's a big $100,000 tournament that we have to hurry up and get leveled for. It's a PvP tournament, and I felt like I didn't want to do warrior because I want to save my warrior for... I'm doing a challenge. Let me back up. I'm trying to get every single class to 60 in hardcore mode, and I have to do the Mad Season character for my warrior. So I didn't want to do Horde for my warrior. And so I had to choose a class that I feel was like easy to learn pretty quickly, and I felt like either like Soul Link Warlock or Priest would be the two. And I'm gonna be playing Discipline Priest, but I'm leveling as Shadow. But we really gotta get going, you guys. Got a big tournament coming up. We are running out of time to level here. We are running out. We got 13 more levels to go, though. I feel like we've been at a pretty good pace so far. All right, I don't mean to, pump myself up too much, but we're kind of pros at leveling, as you guys know. And we've got a little bit longer, a little bit more ways. So we're even about to hit 48 today. We're going at lightning, blazing fast speed. Please die. Oh, how did he get that off? Come on, that was stupid. Shadow Word Pain ticks every 10 seconds. Okay, boom. Quest done. Let's get some Silvermane Howlers, comma, baby. Let's see. God, this music's scary. This is like Tanrus music, isn't it? Oh, it's because we're just in that troll compound, I guess. There we go. Oh, that's quite that's too jarring for me. We go to the serene, peaceful. Here, listen. The Elwyn Forest music. Alright, we take a few steps over now. Right over now. The Ultra of Zool. You get this, like... Oh, God. You know what I mean? This is as jarring as my Spotify playlist, where we go from Pantera to Simon and Garfunkel to Iron Maiden to the Everly Brothers to Guns N' Roses to Roy Orbison. Okay, let's take out these wolves, yeah. Word on the street is there'll be a new tournament for hardcore solo self-found. Oh yeah, baby. Let's do this crap. I'm ready. So wait, okay, here. New tournament for hardcore solo self-found. Okay. Hypnoidal, I agree. Because there was a lot of extraneous help, as you guys know, with the last tournament. Boosting. Tell me about boosting. Will boosting be allowed? Because leveling... a lot of people did leveling in like the span of a week. If you guys don't know, there's a way to cheese leveling in vanilla. I hadn't even known this until hardcore mode, but apparently this has always been in the game. If you get a mob to 50%, that's all you need for like full XP for mobs in vanilla World of Warcraft. So what people are doing is they get a mob to 50%, and then they have a bunch of parasocially diseased Twitch viewers to finish off the rest of the mob for them. And of course that's the fastest way to level. You sit at a hyper spawn and you just get everything to 50%, and then everybody else kills it. You just rack up the XP like crazy. So will that be banned? Okay, get off vent or I'll have you bent. So I feel like boosting would still be a thing. Although that would be a little bit better, because then that means that these characters would not be able to get gold. Maybe? I don't know, I guess you could still get money from other people using the same methodology, right? If you farm mobs, you can get them to... Or you just need to get kill credit for mobs. Screw that 50%. You could just go around in Tyr's hand, right? You could go around in Tyr's hand, tag one mob, get the tag, then have a raid kill it right away for you. Yeah, you could definitely get items and gold from other people via that method. There'll be a way around everything, honestly, if you think hard enough. Won't be able to trade it all or H. Oh, wait, you can trade at level 60. Okay, never mind. Well, that wouldn't matter at all then. You can all the trading is opened at level 60, really? Really? Yeah, I think I remember them saying that, actually. Unless maybe they limit it. Maybe they make it a level 59 tournament, right? What if they make it a level 59 tournament? That'd be a way around it. That's blocked for leveling. I don't know what I think about that. Would you... Why did they open it up at 60? Is just the game like unplayable for people at 60 with no trading? I guess like you wouldn't be able to, unless you're an alchemist, you wouldn't be able to get like consumables. You would be able to enchant your gear unless you're an enchanter yourself. But really, that's kind of interesting though, because wouldn't that be a solution to engineering being the meta of everything, including PvE and PvP? If you actually need alchemy for raid consumables and you actually need enchanters you need enchanting to enchant your own gear, that's less of a reason to just spam engineering for every single member of the raid. I think that they should keep it at level 60. What do you guys think? No, that's a half measure. You guys listen to Michael in Breaking Bad? No more half measures, Walter. Opening up, taking out away self-found at level 60, that's a half measure. And I've never known Mike Ehrmantraut to be wrong. I think if they should keep it. I think that would make it more interesting. Maybe you could have like one server. This would have split up the player base, but you could have like one server where they keep it at 60. How interesting would raiding be, and PvP be, if it was solo self-found? You know what I mean? Just think about it. Professions change the meta in a big way. Or just even like gearing and stuff, not being able to buy gear off the auction house, consumables off the auction house. It would make raiding much harder. And I think more difficulty in the raiding scene is something a lot of people crave. If it's an optional choice, right? All right, let's see. Food for thought. Okay, chew on that for a little bit. Just a suggestion from the Monotone Madness. Witherbark Skull. We can go up here, I guess. We can go up here, and we'll do High Veils. And then we'll get this quest. We'll turn this quest in. Let's turn this quest in first if we can. And we'll go from there. Guster Chiggins, thank you for the Prime for 23 months. Makes the game less social. That is true. That would be a downside to it. Absolutely, it would make the game less social. People would interact with each other less. That's something to consider. Hey, Lone Star. How's it going, man? Thank you for the 100 bits. He says, glad you're on tonight. I just want to say that I'm amazed at how many vanilla/TBC returnees I've run into over the last week. I managed to even end up in a guild that's chock full of gray hairs. Hell yeah, brother. That's what I see. That's what I say. I'd like to hear it. Glad to hear it, Lone Star, and thank you, man. Goofy for God, thank you for the Prime. Tanandos, thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months. I can't believe I'm 3 months pay to win to be a friend. That's awesome. Hell yeah, brother. I'm fine with pay to win. I'm not saying I hate all pay to win. I'm fine with pay to win that I profit off of. That's completely fine. How do you get up here? Excuse me, game developers. I think maybe we go around to the left here. Looks like there's a bit of a path. Oh, Kraken Unleashed TV. Thank you for the Prime for 2 months now. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you. I just come back from a 5-year WoW break. 2-year WoW break for me, Teza. I stopped early BC Classic. For many reasons. One of them raging out about level boosts and WoW tokens, which is why I'm playing Hardcore Classic, a version of the game with no level boosts or WoW tokens. But lots of, a little bit of burnout, and also just real life stuff. Lots of life stuff. It all catches up with us eventually. Hey, and Tanandos, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, my main man. A sticky situation. That's what I call a sticky situation. Recover 10 bottles of Hinterland's honey from the crates located around the abandoned Horde base in Skull Rock. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Over here. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll just do this one. And these guys, wow, this guy's a friendly Wildhammer. He's a traitor to the Alliance. I'll have to remember that in my Alliance character. Scumbag. Turncoat. How dare you. How dare you. Easy way. How's it going, man? It's going fine with me. A little bit tired today. I've started stream rather late here. But other than that, I'm alright. This is Witherberg skull, but how many do we need? I think it's this pike one, right? Oh, 20? Are you out of your fucking mind? 20 skulls. This better be a 100% drop rate. Because a Kaizma, wait, Venom Bottle. I have a quest for this too. Or is this a quest starter? Oh, my quest log's full. Ah, shit. Here. Kaizma says, Seasons of Discovery will be an interesting experiment considering the new class roll combos. And hey, maybe they'll make it to retail. Yeah, we need some level boosts and WoW tokens, you guys. Because I don't know if you guys knew this, but I don't have enough time to play video games. Okay. Now this, of course, will not stop me from playing the most time-consuming genre of all, because I'm not addicted, of course. But I need ways to pay money to not play the game, because I really love it. I love this game so much that I look for any possible avenue to pay money to not play it. That's what I like to do with all of my favorite video games. Let's use Scroll of Intellect on ourselves, because we actually kind of need it. We're dum-dums. Lone Star again, thank you. Thank you, my main man. The gifted 5 subs. Keeping this hype train rolling. Have you read the Wowhead interview? Is it the Crix one, Lord Odin? I have not. A few people have brought it up. If it's a video, we could watch it together. Not tonight, but maybe tomorrow we could do that if you guys are up for it. If I can stream tomorrow, which I hope I can. We will see. Okay, it seems like this is 100% drop rate, so we need Witherbark skulls. Wow, these are really low level. Level 40s, I feel like these are almost gray at this point. Hey, Fimble. Thank you for the tier 1 for 17 months. Good lord, man. Thank you. Can we get this one at other places? Yeah, we can. Okay. I say we just go ahead and we can turn this one in here so we can like clear to this one while we get the skulls, because we're gonna have to go here anyway. And I want to do this one up here too. But considering this is a lower level quest, maybe I should do this before. Well, it's not like I'll ding 48 doing this stuff up there, but I don't know. I just want to do this one first. Leave me alone. Jarl Cat says, are you playing on the hardcore server? I am. This is hardcore mode. We'll be playing hardcore mode until Season of Discovery, at which point I'm sure I'll be pretty obsessed with Season of Discovery for a few weeks. But I'm doing a challenge. I want to get every class to 60 on hardcore mode. So that'll be like a long running thing of the stream. As long as the servers are up, I will always be doing this challenge. Hey, here's another fellow tournament goer. Keep going, man. We're running out of time, Claddy. Claddy, we're running out of time. We got to get up there. He's got a couple levels on me, but we got to make it. And this guy, too. This is a double team, actually. Luck SFMG. Keep going, guys. Good luck in that tournament. We got to get there. We're running out of time. Okay, let's turn this one in. It looks like we have a Sunken Temple quest, which I'm not going to do. I'm never entering a dungeon ever again in Vanilla World of Warcraft. How many do you have at 60? 0, Jarl. We would have... I feel like we would have at least 160 already, and this would be our second one. We lost a Hunter to a 52 disconnect, and we lost a 29 Hunter to a disconnect. So I feel like 52 plus 39, as far as like XP earned and time investment, everybody tells me that I think 43 is the halfway point as far as time spent is concerned. So I feel like a character at 52 and a character at 29 That's the equivalent of one level 60, right? Do you guys agree with that? I think even more than that. I think that's a level 60 and maybe like a level 10 or something. Or like a 15, I don't know. This game mode gives me anxiety. It did. Honestly, it's pretty chill for me. Aside from when like ZF runs go bad, that gave me a lot of anxiety. And getting disconnect gives me anxiety. It's actually rather chill for me. Now that my internet is solid, it's rather chill for me. Inventory's full. Bullcrap. Let's just get rid of our food items here because we're a priest and we can heal ourselves, so I don't want food on this character. Okay, maybe we can get some wither bark action here. Ooh, these ones are actually higher level. I'd rather kill these ones so we get more XP from them. Oh, hiccup. Shadow prot. These things are casting shadow at me. Let's go over here. Something like that ZF gave you more than anxiety. The ZF gave me PTSD, honestly. Yeah, it gave me PTSD. That was scary. If I don't know what I'd do if I lost my priest. I would be so demotivated if I lost my priest there in that run. I would be so demotivated, you guys. Ascendancy, thank you for the prime. Thank you, guys. Internet is not stable here, says Jarl. So do not dare to make a hardcore character. Yeah, I mean, it's stressful, Jarl. I mean, obviously, losing a character, especially at level fucking 52, through no fault of your own. I guess maybe I shouldn't have been attacking elite enemies. I guess maybe I shouldn't have been streaming or playing on a shoddy internet connection. You could say it's my fault in that aspect, but I mean, from an actual gameplay, like doing nothing wrong in game, is a really shitty feeling, as you can imagine. Brian Modulated, thank you for the 100 bits. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, dude. Or demodulated, I'm sorry. I missed that. I'm zippering up my zipper. And up and down. I hope there's not an accident here. I hope I don't get too excited in the process of this. I mean, I am playing World of Warcraft, so there's a danger of that. But Jarl Axel, thank you for the prime as well. Couldn't take losing all that time. Yeah. Well, the thing is for me, like, I'm not sure how long they're going to be doing hardcore servers. If you think about it, every MMO in a way is temporary, right? Like, how many of you guys still play your classic era characters? I'm sure there's a lot who still do, but I'm sure there's a large portion of you, once you stopped at vanilla, you haven't touched your classic era characters. Maybe it's my way of copium, of making myself feel better about getting fucked, but I kind of look at it that way. And we will also all be dust one day, not to get, a depressive note. We'll also be dust one day too, so if you think about it, everything's temporary, so it doesn't really matter that I lost level 52, you guys. It's a very healthy outlook of life, I assure you. Gino Whirl, thank you for the 100 bits, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Let's see. Witherbark skulls we still need. How many? 11 more. I kind of want to kill them here, but there's no more mobs here. I guess we'll just kill them in one of these camps. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in... You guys want me to cure you of your existential crises right now? Deja vu. What is deja vu? There's probably a scientific explanation for it. However, I deny your reality and substitute my own. Deja vu. This is going to sound really crazy. But I am playing a Shadow Priest, so this is just in character. Deja vu is some sort of ethereal whisper of a past life. We have all lived these lives we are living right now, millions and millions and billions of time. Okay? Whenever you get a feeling deja vu, like you've done this before, it's something ethereal that's inexplicable. We can't explain. We're just remembering one of our past lives. Now, you may think that this is completely deranged, possibly. However, here's where we take the wholesome spin on it. Assuming that this is true, I think we're all in agreement here. If we are living these lives over and over, let's make it as good as it could possibly be. Let's be gentle with ourselves and each other. Let's make the world a better place. Let's not introduce microtransactions into vanilla World of Warcraft. Let's get the best versions of vanilla WoW that we can, so each and every single one of our playthroughs are amazing. Okay? They're amazing. Because if you're gonna live something over and over again, it may as well be a good life, right? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Force99. Thank you for the Prime for 2 months, my main man. Shoutouts to you. It's a simulation. That's right. Either that or it's a simulation. It's like a glitch in the code. We're all plugged into the Matrix. Okay. Just as important as all of that discussion, we actually need 8 more Witherbark Skulls so we can complete this quest in the recreation of a 19-year-old video game. Are you excited for the Season of Discovery? Asked Deep One. And are you going to play it? I'm excited for it, and I am going to play it. There's some things I have some reservations about, okay? You guys know me. I will always have something to complain about. But overall, as a package... I'm rather excited for... Oh, I forgot this too. I bought lips. This was off stream. We hit level 45 recently, which means it's lip time, baby. So I bought 3 lips. These were extremely expensive, by the way. They cost like freaking 1 gold, 50 silver. But I got them in case things go awry, and I need to like remember. Maybe I should have like a big button, you know what I mean? Although I think I have all of my bars done with this, you know, my priest candle here, so priorities, I guess. So I don't think I can actually do another bar. No, okay, I could shorten the wick a little bit, I suppose. So we don't have as long of a wick. I guess we could do that. Alright, bar 10. We're gonna have to bump this scale up to like that. And we're gonna have to put smelting like right there. I don't know, I have 2 engineers there. Just to remind myself, okay, this is my oh shit button. Oh look, we have our interface looks like even more of a mess now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We can have even more complaints about my interface. Actually, maybe we can move this somewhere a little bit better. This is actually kind of a mess right now. Hang on. Let's see, maybe like have like a wart right here, maybe? No. It can't be too close to my priest candle. Right here, here we go. Let's put it right here. This is like, okay, things are in trouble, I click this. Okay, I click this. That's my oh shit button. That's my, I'm falling, I thought I had a light feather, but I don't. So I saved myself. This is the best interface I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't even want to hear it, you guys. How dare you? You guys are jealous. Don't be jealous. It's okay to be jealous, okay? There's a lot of people jealous. Envious, rather. It's actually envious. Jealousy is when you fear you're going to lose something, whereas envious is more of what people use the word jealousy for. Maybe like one day we should actually do an old school, I call them periscope interfaces, where you just have madness everywhere but your character. You have like a little porthole, a little window for your character, but everywhere else, there's just shit everywhere. I kind of actually want to do that and see like how many of you guys can actually watch that. That'd be highly entertaining to me. I love amusing myself generally. Screw you guys. I don't care about amusing you guys. I stream to amuse myself. Zor Venom. Actually, I don't mean that. Send money. Speaking of which, Zor Venom, thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Is Season of Discovery fresh servers? It is, Dreads. All seasons are fresh. So if you're interested in fresh WoW, save the date. The 30th is when you want to stop by again. Let's see. Wait, we have a vein here in this madness of icons. Here, we have a mithril here. Fresh Kata. Does Fresh Kata have a date? Does anybody care? Did anybody care to ask? When's Fresh Kata coming out? I'm on hardcore, Poldarn. This is a hardcore character. This should be my first 60 unless something goes horribly wrong. Get rid of something. First half of 2024. Okay, early 2024. All right. Well, that's what I would expect, I guess. Fresh hardcore Kata. People, well, saying that, people have asked for hardcore BC, and I guess I probably wouldn't play hardcore BC. And I wonder if they're going to transfer vanilla into hardcore BC. What do you guys think about that? That would actually be kind of bad for me because I'm trying to do a challenge. I want to get every class to 60 on hardcore mode. I suppose I could still do that for BC, but I don't know if I'd like BC on hardcore. I'm not sure. I guess one thing to say is that means that we would have a version of Burning Crusade with presumably, knock on wood, no boost, which is what we should have gotten in 2021, by the way. And I told you guys so because people are saying that Wrath is having population issues, which I never would have imagined because I thought there's this huge contingent of people, I was told, that don't have enough time to play video games, yet they choose to play the most time-consuming genre of all, or they don't like grinding in video games, yet still they choose to play the most grindy genre of all. Imagine skipping the grind by paying for a level boost and then attuning in Burning Crusade. Oh god, I can't stand grinding. Ah, such boring gameplay. Alright, let me grind Reputation to be able to zone into a single fucking raid in the Burning Crusade. That makes a lot of sense, you guys. Oh god, I'm getting a heart attack right now. Okay, burn the Highvale notes, kill the Highvale rain. Where do you complete this? Probably one of the Witherberg, just one at the wood, one of these villages. We just have to place the pike at a village. Here. I forgot to place this. We have to place it in one of these villages. Damn it, means we're gonna have to kill these again. You warned us back then, and here we are with the Wrath token. I know, right? I know. You guys won't believe how many messages I got once the news came out. It was crazy. I do know about that, by the way, if you're curious. What up, Los? How's it going, man? He says preach. Hell yeah. Oh, it's not really preaching, it's more complaining, but thank you. I will complain about that forever. And I'll say I told you so forever too, by the way. You guys think I'm like above saying I told you so? Absolutely wrong. You guys will hear I told you so for the next 10 fucking years. I guarantee you. Because I did. I totally told you so. I told you. And by the way, I'd like to note this as well. All the people who who are willing to throw themselves in front of fucking traffic, that Blizzard would never ever do that. Where are they now, by the way? Because they certainly didn't come back to my video to say, oh shit, maybe I was wrong. They weren't just wrong. They were wrong with a hard G. They were wrong Here. Place the grim, and I placed a grim message to you guys in chat. You guys listen up here, okay? MadSeasonShow told you so. He said the level boost would leave the WoW token. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people said, hey, no, MadSeason, that's not going to happen. Here's a grim message for you here. History repeats itself, rather. If we do not learn from our history, we are doomed to repeat it, okay? We are doomed to repeat it. That's my, oh shit, that's my grim message to you guys right now. Oh shit, what's going on here? Oh god. We should be fine. There. This is hardcore mode, so we gotta take it a little bit seriously now. What's going on with retail WoW? Answer me this, you guys. What's going on with retail WoW? I only saw a little bit of the opening ceremony. It seemed like some craziness was going on. Chris Metzen was there. He was all like Thrall-like, in fact. And there's like 3 expansions coming out. It's crazy. It's down right now. Oh, it's a patch. Oh, is it patch day for? Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. Oh, okay, cool. It should be up by now though. It's the evening. It must be 3-hour extension. Ah shit. This is why you never raid on Tuesdays, by the way. Never raid on Tuesdays. We learned that rule in Vanilla WoW. Okay, I don't know. Okay, we have a quest here. Oh, this is an escort, I bet, and those guys got it. You son of a bitch. Don't you guys know that I am a streamer? Okay. And I have free reign on all. I'm a special main character. Ooh, okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, see, they're listening. They're listening. They're like, oh god, this guy's a streamer. Let's carry him. I'm gonna need you guys to get me to 60 real quick. Here, let me get you guys all boofed up. I have a tournament to get to, you guys. We gotta get there. Tommy Rod. I feel like I've seen this guy like in the Barrens a month ago when I made this character. The best part of retail, says Los, is to not care about retail. If you don't care, you won't be disappointed. Absolutely true, actually. Set your expectations low. That way you can never, ever be disappointed. I would like you guys to have the same mindset for my stream, okay? Expect nothing, and you will not be disappointed. Oh, they're telling me to do the escort. Well, hang on. I have to actually... Oops. Abandon. Oh, he's not here yet. He's not here yet. Yeah, I guess the guy starts in this cage. I've never done this quest before. So, I assume you just escort him out. I assume you just escort him out. The respawn here seems rather execrable, if I may say so myself. Oh my god, you need 45 mobs? Are you shitting me? You actually need 45 mobs for this quest, and they don't spawn. I haven't seen a single stupid elf here since we started. Those are the bars of a tournament player for sure. Hey, just to let you guys know, have I died in the tournament a single time? Answer, no. Undefeated in the latest tournament. Zorvenom, thank you for the tier 1. Dragonflight is solid. I've heard Dragonflight's rather good. I can't save myself, but I hear good things about it. Oh, here he is. They told me to start this, so I'm just gonna start it. Ah, my ring's stuck on my finger. Oh god, I hate this. Ah. Claustrophobia. Panic attack setting in. Okay. I put it on my wrong finger. The thing longer. Let's see here. Okay, there's a scout. I wonder if like any are gonna spawn for this doucher. I have to pay attention here, you guys. It's good for retail. Let's see. What did you guys actually say about it? Hero talents for like Dark Ranger, Fantasy, and so on. Account-wide rep, bank, and transmogrification. Basically account-wide everything. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, hang on. I'll read your guys' stuff after this. Wait. Ah, they attacked him. Damn it. You son of a bitch. Look at this triple. Look at this triple grenade. Boom. Into the fear. Into the mind blast. Jeez. Okay. This is under control. Look at this wanding action right now. Mind blast. Mind flay. I'm like a Dragon Ball Z character. I like to say the names of my abilities as I press them. Where's this doucher? Here. At least this spawns like actual mobs that you need for this quest, you know what I mean? It could have just been like 3 high veil douchebags and they wouldn't have counted towards the quest. Okay, let's drink here. Drinky poos. Hey, Wizard Kick, thank you for the prime. Let me keep reading what you guys say. I heard that it was expensive. I heard something like the new retail expansion, like you can pay $90 for it, or is that like that has to be the ultra mega deluxe, you know, here's your special transmog sock or something. I think the noteworthy thing says stab. Shit. Damn it, right when I'm gonna read a chat comment. Here. Stab says its next few expansions are connected. Instead of them starting on an entirely new idea every expansion. Oh god. That's kind of interesting. Because assuming that, would it be accurate to say that you guys wouldn't have issue with borrowed power? One of the issues with Legion to BFA transition was, this is huge borrowed power issues. What do we lose from Legion to BFA transition? Artifact weapons, okay? We lost Legion legendaries. And not only that, because for some fucking reason, the developers put no tier sets at the beginning of BFA, which was ridiculous, by the way, and I said that was ridiculous when it first happened. You lost tier set bonuses. You lost so much of your class toolkit from Legion to BFA through borrowed power systems. So if they're doing, what my point here being, if these next 3 retail expansions are all one storyline, would that mean that the features go between expansion as well? So you guys could maybe have like an artifact type of system, or you could have a legendary type of system that goes between expansions? Or am I misunderstanding it? You guys definitely know more about retail than I, okay? Get rid of the tender wolf meat and pick up the crushing maul. I need a vendor. Top Secret says, I'm pretty much alone on this and I'll get crucified, but I miss borrowed power. I love the Azurite essences from 8.2. The essences, isn't that like... Oh, I remember what the essences are. That, like, one of them was the big Kamehameha wave. Or maybe not Kamehameha, it was like a big beam, an Azurite beam. I think that I remember using that on my priest. They're like big abilities that were Azurite related, right? I hate most things with BFA, so I personally don't miss that. But you are certainly entitled to your opinion. I will not threaten to murder you and your entire family for thinking differently than I. Last patch with corruption is some of the most fun I've had in retail since Wrath of the Lich King. I remember that, the corrupted items. You got that from the Nightmares, right? I personally didn't like it because I like class fantasy. And I feel like all of these classes sharing these generic abilities really hurt the class fantasy. One of the most damaging things about BFA, in my opinion, is you guys remember in Legion, I think it actually started in WAD. In WAD, I think they trimmed a bunch of abilities, or maybe it was Legion transition, they trimmed a bunch of abilities. Whatever the case is, they did it in the name of class identity, spec identity, making all of the classes and specs feel really, really different from each other. Because over time, especially in Cataclysm, they started giving classes the ability to, every class to do everything. And they realized that they started to bleed into each other. So they trimmed it, they pruned it. It was called the Great Pruning. It was WAD? Okay, thank you. For class identity. In my opinion, they went complete, they did a, like the Xbox 360. They went to class identity, they did a 360, and then walked away in BFA because, again, not only did you lose the Legion artifacts, which were not only class specific, spec specific, you lost set bonuses and were replaced by Azerite, fucking set bonuses replaced by Azerite armor, which again, generic shit shared with every single class. And you also lost, I guess some of the Legion legendaries were generic, like Pride Az, Suffuse, but you lost a lot of the class specific legendaries too, and the spec specific legendaries. BFA was a complete 360. Okay, it was a complete 360 from their spec identity design philosophy that they started in WAD. And I think that was a mistake. That was one of the biggest issues with BFA. And then they took the betrayal of class identity and they doubled it with the corruption stat from the nightmares, and I think it was like 2.5 or something in BFA. And also the Azerite essences, I believe. Were the Azerite essences generic between every class, or were they class specific? They're probably both, honestly. No, they did a 360 and they walked away, you guys. They looked at class identity, they did a 360, and then they walked away. Here, I don't want these. Get this out of here. We just got the distress beacon. You guys know what I can't stand? Okay, I love Wrath, okay? Wrath is a great expansion, but one of the issues with Wrath, to me, why did they name Arthas's mount invincible when you can clearly see it? Right? Somebody get these developers a dictionary, because seeing something that's invincible doesn't really make sense in my book. Okay? Here, we gotta burn this. Burn everything. Burn it all. Burn it all. We're playing the Mad King right now. We're burning everything. We're burning everything. Highville Scout, Highville Marksman, Rangers. We still need so many of these. Oh, I hate you. Hinterlands. No, I actually, I'm rather enjoying Hinterlands right now. And when we return to town here and have all these complete quests, it's going to be like taking a huge dump. Have you guys ever felt like that? Like turning in dozens of quests at a single time. It's just like, it's like voiding your bowels. It's the best feeling ever. You're just like, so good. All right, all these have respawned now, luckily, which is good. We already did the escorts, so don't worry about that. We need to burn the Highville records. It's over here. I have to also urinate. Hang on. Let's go for the record. Well, I'll just kill all this stuff. Screw it. I don't even care right now. These mobs are kind of low level for me, it seems. I came here a little bit high level. Should definitely hit 48 from these turn-ins. Wear your profession buttons mid-screen in case I need to hit the smelting with the quickness, okay? Look at like a casual normie. Let's say smelting's down here. Oh, I better smelt my bars. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, smelt. Yeah. Congratulations on the 3 wasted seconds. Me, however, oh, I need to smelt. Boom. Before you can even react. Oh, I need to smelt. Boom. Right there. Right there, baby. I'm the pro smelter. I'm the fastest smelter in the West. Okay. I have to urinate. Okay. Yeah. I need to. We have a lot of bowel movements on this stream, as you guys know. Wizard Kick, thank you for the prime. We're going to play ads, you guys. I'm going to bombard you with ads right now. I apologize. I do try to play ads when I'm AFK, so we don't interrupt my rants about microtransactions. Ooh, look at this jumping. I'm going to go urinate. So I'll be right back. BRB in a few minutes. Okay. Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me? I missed you. Season of Discovery. You know what I've discovered? The World of Warcraft community is very split about this. It's very torn. This is big debates within the WoW community. Season of Discovery, is it good? Is it bad? Is it Classic Plus? Talked about this a little bit earlier on stream. I think overall it's good. I think it is Classic Plus. I mean, we haven't seen, it's hard to say because we haven't even seen, we haven't even played it, let alone seen what they have in store. We only have content up until level 25. 25, yeah. But I think it is Classic Plus. Now, is it going to be good? I never said that, but I think it's pretty much Classic Plus by everybody's definition. I believe it is. Billbones, are you doing this quest? I'm going to invite you. It seems as though... Okay, I'm inviting you. Let's see if he wants to group up. Give you Fort, my main man. Kill quests I don't mind inviting people for. So of course we share credit. It's prep for Classic Plus, says try 60. One thing I will say, this isn't even Season of Discovery related. I was kind of hoping for a version of vanilla where I can die and not want to punch a hole into my wall. I love hardcore mode, but it would be nice to have kind of like a more chill leveling experience or like a raiding experience or something if I wanted to raid, which I'm not sure if I want to do. Or just honestly to get some battlegrounds going. I know you can do this in Classic Era, but I want to do like new characters in Classic Era, and doing new characters in Classic Era is kind of daunting, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I want to go into an AB, right, as a fresh 60 into like a full rank 14 or a tier 3'd out mage. Just get absolutely bodied. I mean, I don't mind a challenge, of course, but it's much more appealing to me to play like on a fresh server where everybody's much closer in gear than on a, you know, Classic Era, which has been going, if you count the start at 2019, people have been going for over 4 years now. You guys don't feel old yet. Classic Era is now 4 years. I died at 44 yesterday in Tannerus. You're depressed, says T-Cash. I'm sorry to hear that, man. What did you die to, if I may ask? Was it the Pirate Cove or the Waste Wanders? Waste Wanders actually rather high up there on the kill list. They're a little bit deadly. Yeah, Tannerus is kind of scary. We almost died in Zul'Farrak. Zul'Farrak is like one of the more deadly dungeons, actually. Zul'Farrak, Gnomeregan. This guy probably needs the escort. I already did it, so I mean, I'll help him do it. We need... Okay, there we go. We need to burn that. What class do you think you'll play first? Probably Warlock, Wooden rather. I want to be a tanky Warlock. I don't think I'll tank in raids, but I mean, just like in PvP. 500% fucking armor is going to be insane. Warlocks are already tanky. Soling, I want, like, because I'm assuming the talents are the same, and the only thing different are these runes. You're going to give Soul Link Warlocks 500% armor? Yeah, I think I want to play Warlock in Season of Discovery. That's insanity. That is, I mean, we'll see when it's out, but that's actual insanity. I might play more. The thing is that I'm scratching my neckbeard right now. The thing is that, so we're going to be at level 25 for, I believe, a couple or a few weeks. So I mean, I can level to 25 in like 2 days, 1 day maybe even. So the thing is, I'll probably play alts as well. So Warlock would probably be my main, but what would I play after Warlock? Maybe Warrior. I'll do maybe like a Gnome Warrior. Maybe I'll do a Horde and Alliance. I'll do a PvE server. I'll do Orc. I'll just be super cheapo. I'll be Orc, Soul Link, Warlock. And maybe I'll be Gnome Warrior. Zanny, what's up, man? Thank you. I appreciate it. I certainly appreciated that, man, and I hope you enjoy the streams as well. Warlocks will be crazy, says Wooden. Yeah, I think they will too. Probably be the same amount of Paladins too. Well, Pallies, I think, like, you guys want to play an AoE tank. I mean, Warlocks seem to be geared for AoE because they're going to have this cleave AoE Shadow Bolt. But I mean, Paladins are getting a taunt, and they're also having their mana issues addressed. So Pally tanks are amazing AoE tanks right now, aside from threat and mana issues. But I can't imagine that once they get these new tools, they'll be one of the go-to AoE tanks. trash tanks. And warriors seems like warriors and druids are single target. Maybe rogues are single target. In my opinion, I don't think rogues will really be good tanks though, because their ruin, what's it called, like Blade Dance or something, only gives 20% damage reduction and reduced chance to be crit, so they don't have to stack defense. But that doesn't really seem like... I know they have a lot of dodge because they're rogues, right? So they're more of a dodge type of tank, but when they do get hit, they're going to get hit. Like, imagine a rogue tank on, like, Patchwork or something. You have to be pretty lucky with the dodges, or else you're just getting a one-shot. 20% isn't a lot, in my opinion. Maybe, like, rogues, maybe they can, like, do dungeons or something. But I don't imagine rogues, from what I've seen, you know, there's more. Obviously, we've only seen 3 runes each. Shaman tanks are going to be interesting for sure. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing that. Enhancement shaman tanks. Again, very classic plus-like, in my opinion. My opinion, classic plus is defined by the spirit of vanilla, and you can't get closer to the spirit of vanilla than taking design elements and philosophies from the original developers back in 1999 to 2004 during the development of the game. And enhancement shamans were designed to be tanks. It just didn't work out. They're the mirror of paladin, you guys. Paladins, protection, holy, retribution, tanking, healing, DPS. Enhancement shamans, the mirror for the horde. Enhancement, elemental, and restoration. DPS, DPS healing. It was supposed to be tank, DPS healing. The triple hybrid. But they just take too much damage. They don't have a taunt. And that's a rip right there. They can do like dungeons from what I'm told in vanilla. And maybe like some fights and raids, but aside from that, they're not really effective tanks. Hey, they made Shaman dual wield instead of focus on two-hander. Did they do that? I kind of agree with you, if that's the case. I feel like enhancement shamans are defined by two-hander. You know what I mean? That's like, wasn't it BC? They switched to dual wielding, but for vanilla they were two-hander. I feel like it's more part of their vanilla identity to be two-hander. Or was it Wrath? They were like kind of the dual wielding spec. I don't even play Horde, and I feel like enhancement shamans are defined by two-handed. I wonder why was the logic behind that choice. It was TBC they were dual wield? Okay. We'll see. One thing I was also a little bit... I had reservations on was... Alright, I'm done with scouts, but he's not, so we'll just kill him. Some of this... And I know we only got a taste of the runes. Thank you, Drigo HD, for the tier 1. And also Kentucky Cooler, thank you for the prime. We only got a taste of the runes. However... some of those classes, like we had like 3 abilities from Wrath, for instance, or like maybe like BC/Wrath, like Priest, for example. Didn't they get both Prayer of Mending and Penance? And I believe Penance was Wrath. What was Prayer of Mending? Was that BC or Wrath? I'm more of a fan of like completely new abilities, or else they start feeling like this is more of like their identity in BC, or this is more of their identity in Wrath. You know what I mean? It was TBC for Prayer of Mending. Okay, but that I mean that is their Wrath identity. I mean they're of course using Prayer of Mending in Wrath and Penance in Wrath. So will vanilla priests now feel like Wrath priests? Considering that, do you guys think? And, you know, there's nothing wrong with Wrath. I mean, I love Wrath. I've said before it's my favorite expansion, but if I want to play Wrath, I'll play Wrath. I kind of play vanilla because I like vanilla. I don't know. Again, we only saw 3 of each, so maybe they'll be adding other stuff to kind of make priests not feel like wrath priests. But from what we've seen, there were a couple classes like that to where they had a few abilities, too many old abilities, maybe, is what I'm trying to say. Too many old abilities. Let's see some new one. I think Homunculi for priest was new. And I think that there's a little flame elemental for mages. You send a flame elemental at a person and it leaves a trail behind. And it deals damage to enemies. I believe that was the first time I've seen that spell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's a new spell. I'm more of a fan of stuff like that. Would have preferred if new skills fit with Classic for sure. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. What do we need here? 4 rangers, 1 marksman. And this guy, he still needs outrunners, so... Killed the outrunners with him. Blade Dance is entirely new for rogues. It's a finisher that increases parry rating. Oh, I didn't see that. Do they have more... Have people like data mined abilities that I don't know of? I only saw what was in the presentation. I've not watched anything or any videos or anything aside from what was in the penetration. Or why did I say penetration? Presentation. Jesus. What do I have on the mind? I just realized this guy is an ambush rogue too. Or he just used cold blood. He's assassination, right? That's crazy. I haven't seen an assassination rogue leveling ever. It's either all subtlety or all combat. Wowhead is the full list of like 12 spells of each. Oh, it was data mined. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, I've not seen that. Maybe we should take a look at that. Ortelios, thank you. I'm doing fine, man. How about yourself? Maybe we can look. Do you guys want to look at that and we'll comment on it? You guys want to look at the full list of spells together and I'll either... So I can complain about it? Well, I'm actually kind of interested in that. Let's finish this quest. This is the last... Actually, we need this one too. Let's finish this quest, then we'll hearth. We'll pull up Wowhead. We'll look at all of the abilities and I'll complain about them. Or compliment them. Whatever the situation warrants. Ranger. I'm looking here. These respawns are very low. This is not a hyper spawn zone, I don't think. I'm waiting on respawns quite a lot. I don't use light feather. Okay, there's a ranger. Hell yeah. There's 2 rangers. Alright, this is going to be quest complete. We're going to turn it in. We're going to dig 48. We're going to look at Wowhead. And then we'll go from there. 48. What zones open up for me at 48, I wonder? For Horde. Fellwood, maybe, right? Ortelios asks, what is your best general advice for a new player in Classic WoW? Not hardcore mode. Get skinning. If you're completely new, get skinning and vendor the skins so that way you can afford all of your spell training and like profession training and stuff. Skinning is a very good profession to pick up on a new character. That's what my biggest tip to new players. Give a boost to your economy early on. Okay. Let me refresh your fort here. And I'll give you a Mind Blast. And I'll hearth. And I'll drop group. Wait, I can loot this. Ashbringer. Oh, it's just a mage weave cloth. Oh, we can do this too. Okay, we're gonna do an escort. Hard quest here. Well, we can actually do that. Because we have a quest near there, so we'll just do that later. Because we're gonna come back here anyway. Let's turn in all of these quests, you guys. Look at this crap. Complete. Oh, baby. Let's do this. Mail. Every single thing expired. That is beautiful. Oh. Oh. I love it. Look at the XP roll in. Here, give me those. Let's look at this one. Boom. 48, baby. It's like taking a big dump. And we got more stuff here too. Long, elegant feather. Wait, how do we have 3 already? Is it a non-quest item, I guess? Thank you, guys. So we finished off wands here. I was thinking next what we could do is... we have a choice here. We can do blackout for more stuns, but I was honestly thinking Shadow Word Pain. Those green mobs... My thing is with Shadow Word Pain is that it only adds more seconds. So if you don't get these last 2 ticks from 2 points, it's kind of wasted talents, but if the mobs are yellow or even orange, which we have been fighting here and there, we will get use out of this. And this isn't just damage, this is mana, because we can hold off on recasting it. So I think I've changed my mind about improved Shadow Word Pain, and I want to grab it because for my gameplay, and I usually attack higher level mobs because I ran out of quests because I didn't do dungeons. So I'm going to grab improved Shadow Word Pain. And then we're going to come back for blackout. And then I think I'm done with Shadow. And at that point, I'm just going to go down Discipline. We're going to get improved Power Word Shield. We're going to get improved Fort. And I want Inner Focus. If I can. So we're 48. We have 12 more talents. So this will be 1, 4... 9. Yeah, we can. Okay. We can. We'll get it rather late, but we can do it. How's your quest complete when you auto-train when you click NPC? It's called Leatrix Plus. It's an add-on. Leatrix Plus. I'm going to pull up Wowhead, and we're going to look at these abilities together. Give me a moment. Well, actually, you know what? No. We're going to play trivia. Chance to win a gifted subscription for me here. Let me think of a question. Okay. I've been meaning, I wanted to do this as well. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Monotone Madness's Trivia Extravaganza. The rules are as follows. Although you can participate if you are a subscriber, only non-subscribers can win a prize, because for some reason I can't give subs to people who are already subscribed to me, but I encourage you to play. The rules are as follows. The first person to answer my World of Warcraft based trivia question correctly gets a gifted subscription from the Monotone Madness, and you also have to be following me. You also have to be following me, so get those fingers ready, click that heart button, and get ready to be a winner. I see a lot of winners in chat right now, but there can be only one. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time, because I know people like to log in and stuff. I'll give no hints for this one. This one's going to be kind of easy, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. Alright, you guys. Hang on. Okay. In Wrath of the Lich King, a GM also accidentally sent a GM item to a player, which he used to clear through raids by using it to kill enemies. What is the name of this item? It was a shirt. This player had an issue with their character. They were trying to restore items. A GM, by mistake, sent this GM item to him that killed enemies upon use. What was the name of it? Nat Pagel, incorrect. Asses of Valar, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. Eridath says Martin Furty. I'm sorry. That's incorrect. Cowboy Dan. Martin Fury. I'm sorry, Cowboy Dan. But that is absolutely correct. That is it. Correct. It was Martin Fury. It was an artifact level shirt item. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're so close, Eridath. It's not Martin Furty. Although I like that answer. It was Martin Fury. It was. Let's get a round of applause here for Cowboy Dan, the winner. Let's get a round of applause. Let's see. Come on, you guys. Clap. Everybody clap. Let's see a real round of applause. Good job, Cowboy Dan. Congratulations. You are cool for your Wrath of the Lich King knowledge. Hell yeah. Good job, man. And Jedzi actually. Hell yeah, Jedzi. Jedzi actually gave one to Eridath because it was a close enough answer. Hell yeah. I was thinking of doing the same. I totally would have done the same. Just so you guys know, I would have done the same for you, Eridath, but Jedzi actually beat me to it. I just want you guys to know that, okay? Hell yeah. Thank you guys for participating. We do trivia like that every so often. It's World of Warcraft based. If you guys want to participate in a fun game and maybe earn a chance to win a sub, I do like to do that every now and then. But thank you guys for participating. Participation trophies for everybody, okay? All right. Well, as I said, I wanted to also get these, apparently, all of the rune abilities from Season of Discovery are over on Wowhead Classic. And I wanted to go ahead and go through these with you guys. We're going to go through them. And we're going to complain about them. Wait, why is this so blurry? Okay, there we go. Never mind. All right, hang on. Let me just get it up here. Hey, Gore. Thank you for the Prime, man. The guy that got Martin Fear was subsequently banned as he scored loot from the Word for First in his guild, and his guild members also got banned too. Interesting. That's true, Dr. Poopy Pants, but do you know what? What I've heard, and this isn't confirmed, but not only did everybody in the raid who participated get banned, I think they got a suspension, actually, but I believe everybody who was online in the guild at that moment, even if they weren't in the raid, were also suspended. That's what I have heard. I cannot confirm this. But Blizzard went like completely nuclear. They banned everybody, or they suspended everybody and the guy who did the thing, he got banned permanently. But people in the guild got suspended too, even if they weren't even in the fucking raid. Okay, we're going to bring up Chrome. I'm going to have issues bringing up Chrome as per usual because I don't understand Streamlabs, I guess. All right, window capture. And we're going to bring up Chrome. I got to resize it. Okay. Let's just do that, I guess. Okay, let's just go over all of them. Let's start with Warrior, because that's the one I'm most interested in. Wait, what's this? All runes in Season of Discovery. Okay, here we go. Mage runes. Let's look at Warrior first. Bladestorm, please, Bladestorm. Flagellation, hot. Gain a 25% bonus to physical damage done for 12 seconds after activating Blood Rage or Berserker Rage. Oh shit, so it's an on-demand enrage? Hang on. I kind of want to keep my zipper zipped down upon hearing this, but I'm going to go ahead and zip it up before things get too out of control. What's the cooldown? 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 It doesn't show the cooldown? This is insanity. 25% damage? No wonder my fly is open. Blood Frenzy. Each time you bleed, you deal bleed damage, gain 3 rage. Okay. Raging Blow, we saw that. Warbringer. Your charge, intercept, and abilities are usable in combat and in any stance, and will remove all impairing effects when activated. Oh my god. So again, though, this is the thing. So, mixed feelings on this. I'm a warrior, so this makes me incredibly excited. However, I said earlier that warriors, class weaknesses are not flaws. It's not a game design flaw to have a weakness in your class. One of the weaknesses of warriors is that they're not mobile. They deal heavy damage. If they're able to reach you, you better watch out unless you're a Shadow Priest or a Soul Link Warlock. They deal heavy damage. But one of the weaknesses is that if you're able to get away from them, they're fucked, right? They can only intercept every 25 seconds or 20 seconds, whatever the cooldown is, barring any like engineer gadgets and stuff. That's part of their fantasy, is the fact that they're immobile. So seeing this as a warrior, I'm very excited because this, I mean, I'll still probably get fucked by Frost Mages because they have Ice Lance. But this is a huge bonus to their mobility. Absolutely huge. Fierce Thunder. Thunderclap now increases the time between attacks by an additional 6%. Can be used in any stance. That's good. That's really good, in fact. Consumed by Rage. Enrages you and grants you a 25% melee percent damage rolls for 12 seconds. Up to a maximum of 12 swing. Okay, riddle me this. How many of these runes can you have? Oh, it's legs. I see. Chest, legs, gloves. You can have 3 total, and you have to choose between these. Okay, so what would I choose? For PvP, what would I choose? Warbringer. Well, it's situational, right? Obviously, Warbringer for like ranged hunters, Frost Mages, anything ranged. So what are the legs? Are these like comparable is what I'm going to say. There'll always be a best. I'm not worried about like, okay, will there be meaningful choice? There will always be a best. PvE or PvP, there will always be a best. So like you can say here, Flagellation, Raging Blow, Blood Frenzy. All this is going to be a really tough choice. There's always going to be a best. There truly won't be a choice here, in my opinion. Maybe like longer fights, you could say, okay, Blood Frenzy is better. It outpaces these, but I seriously doubt it. I'm pretty sure one of these is going to be a clear winner. And then this one, of course, you wouldn't use for PvE. Enrages you and grants you a 25% melee damage bonus for 12 seconds for a maximum of 12 swings after you exceed 80 rage. This is a passive. Is there no internal cooldown? Because wouldn't this just be permanent? Up to a maximum of 12 swings, yeah, but after you exceed 80 rage. So you could go under 80 rage, and then you can go over 80 rage, so you can have this like permanently. This is what they said too. Keep this in mind. They had this as a slide, which I also disagreed with. They say, make everybody OP. However, if everybody's OP, nobody's OP, because of course, class balance is relative. You're only as strong as everybody else is. I think make everybody fun to play and maintain class fantasy. That's a slide I would have went with. While wielding two-handed weapons, your attack speed is increased by 20%. Ooh, I like that actually. I like that. I like that a lot. That means the slower weapon you have, the more bonus you get from this. Using like a slow 3.8er, a 4.0er. It's more reason to use Frenzied Assault, right? Victory Rush we saw. Everybody knows about that. Heal after a killing blow. Endless Rage. This is in BC. 25% more rage from all damage you deal. Devastate, of course, that's a BC. Single-minded Fury while dual wielding, your physical damage and movement speed are increased by 10%. Interesting. So Fury's still going to have a that's good because there's a two-hander one here and there's a dual-wielding one here too. Quick Strike, a relentless melee attack with your two-handed weapon dealing 50 to, this is obviously rank 1. It benefits and triggers from all effects associated with Heroic Strike. Really? Well, what does that mean? What is Heroic Strike? This ability benefits and triggers all effects. I don't think Heroic Strike triggers a specific effect in vanilla, does it? Are they changing up the talent trees? What is this referring to? What's the triggers from and all effects? You mean like the high threat? It's a Heroic Strike replacement. It's not on a swing timer. Okay. Is it just like more damage maybe? No, instant. Ah, it's instant melee attack. So you don't wait on your next auto. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, wow. Hunters are getting Chimera Shot again, huh? I like this Explosive Shot, actually. I like Explosive Shot. I loved Hunters in Wrath. I played Survival in Wrath. I loved Lock and Load with Explosive Shot. Isn't there increased crit chance on Heroic Strike on a talent? There's one that reduces their rage cost. I'm not sure if there's crit off the top of my head. One of your first talents, you can reduce the rage cost by 3, so maybe that's what it's referring to. I wanted to look at Warlock too. We can look at all of these if you guys want. Where's Warlock? Warlock. Lake of Fire. Rain of Fire also leaves a Lake of Fire on the ground that increases all fire damage you deal and your demon pets afflicted enemies by 40%. And of course, yeah, they get Incinerate. So I was wondering, Searing Pain spam? No, this is Incinerate spec. But you have to Rain of Fire. So does that mean that you just Rain of Fire and then move? Because remember, Rain of Fire is channeled in vanilla. You just don't drop it. So you just like Rain of Fire, get 1 tick. Maybe you can use a rank 1 Rain of Fire, right? Because that'll still drop to 40% for 15 seconds. That seems kind of awkward to use. Master Channeler. Your drain life is no longer channeled. It lasts 15 seconds with a 15-second cooldown. Costs 100% more mana and heals you for 50% more each time it deals damage. What? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, you can cleanse it, but good lord. Soul Siphon increases the amount drained by drain life and drain soul spells by 6% for each of your Warlock shadow effects, afflicting the target. Up to a maximum of 18. I think okay, I'm more in kind of like PvP mind here, but you're giving Soul Link Warlocks a dot and a heal on a 15-second cooldown. Yeah, I'm playing Warlock. I don't care what any other class has. Soul Link Warlocks already are looking insanity. Everybody's going to play Soul Link. Actually, you know what, guys? Soul Link Warlocks are looking really bad. None of you guys should play them. They're so bad. Oh, God, they're not even worth playing. Everlasting Affliction. Your Drain Life, Drain Soul, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Cleave, Searing Pain, Incinerate, and Haunt. Refresh the duration of your corruption on the target back to its maximum duration. Ooh, interesting thing here. Wait, is this in vanilla? If you reapply a dot, do you have to wait for the tick? Do you have to wait for the tick if you reapply a dot, or else will you reset the whole thing? Because I believe in vanilla, you have to wait for the tick. They have to change that if this is going to be a thing, because you'll never get a tick out of corruption. They have to do that. If that's not how it works in vanilla already, they have to do that for this, or else nobody will ever pick this. Demonic Gaze. Surge with Fell Energy, increasing your pets and your own dodge chance by 30%. And your chance to... Is this too small for you guys? I can do this. Here. Let's go Boomer mode. Increasing you... Can I get rid of this top part too? Enable desktop notifications? No. Leave me alone. 30% and your chance to critically strike with all attacks by 30%. That's very good, actually. Your chance to... Oh, it's a cooldown. Last 6 seconds. Okay. This is a cooldown. I thought this was like a passive. Demonic Pact. Your pet's critical strikes apply the Demonic Pact effect to your party members for 45 seconds. Increases spell damage and healing by 10% of your spell damage. Oh, a big buff here, huh? Or 13, whichever is higher. Of course, this will rank up. Does not work on subjugated demons. Interesting. Warlocks can also become a buffing class with your party members, not raid members, party members. And then Metamorphosis, which is just insane. This is a toggle, by the way, if you guys don't know, like Bear Form. Transforms into a demon, increasing armor by 500%, reducing the chance to be critically hit by 6% so they don't have to stack defense. Increasing your threat, increasing mana gain from life tap. I didn't even see this last time. And transforming the functionality of some of your abilities. Searing Pain is now instant. So you just you throw on your dot heal. It's a dot on an enemy and heal on yourself. You get 500% armor. You have Soul Link. You have Corruption. You have Curse of Agony. You can throw up like an Immolate dot or something, and you can just jump around mashing Searing Pain, and nobody will ever kill you ever. Shadow Bolt becomes Shadow Cleave. Shadow melee attack that hits up to 3 nearby enemies, but has a 6-second cooldown. That's amazing. Curse of Recklessness also taunts your target. Gains a 10-second cooldown. And strange reduce the melee. Well, yeah, it's just a taunt. Demon Charge. Charge an enemy and stun it. Oh my god. Can't be used in combat. Oh, this kind of appeals to me because I'm a warrior, as you guys know. So I can still be a warrior. I'm just a warlock. But again, this is kind of like a warrior ability, which I don't really. I mean, again, this kind of gets into class fantasy bleeding into other classes. I'm not sure if this will feel like vanilla. It'll feel different, but will it feel like vanilla? Demonic Howl forces all nearby enemies to focus attack you and for 6 seconds. Wow, so it's the Druid one, huh? The Druid AoE taunt. Shadowbolt Volley on gloves. Your Shadowbolt now strikes up to 5 targets within a chain distance of 10 yards, but for 20 reduced damage. The reduced damage might actually be good because this is like, okay, I'm ready to die button. You press this button when you want to die in vanilla. AoE Shadowbolts. 5 target AoE Shadowbolts. You know how much threat Shadowbolt deals, and you know how many threat reducers Warlocks have? This is the suicide button, just so you guys know. Chaos Bolt. Sends a bolt of chaotic fire at an enemy, dealing this amount of damage. Chaos Bolt's always hits. Yeah, this is the ridiculous one. Chaos Bolt deals so much damage. Cannot be resisted. And it's knowledgeable because all of your fire spells pierce through absorption effects. Ooh, it's a tank clip. Actually, good observation there. Well, I don't know, because if you're a tank, you have to go Metamorphosis, actually. If these were different than gloves, because you have to choose between these two. So no, this is just the I want to die button. And Haunt, I think, what was the state of the game? I really loved Warlocks at this point where, I'm not sure why Haunt reminds me of this, but do you guys remember Warlocks when they had the soul breathe in and breathe out mechanic where you put on all of your dots and then you like suck all of your dots, you snapshot them and you can put them on another target, and you could like talent it or glyph it or something to where it didn't remove your dots on the original target? I actually really, really loved that ability. And playing Affliction at that point was super fun. You could like soul swap, there you go. Inhale and exhale on soul swap. I loved Affliction Warlocks at that point. Do they still have that? Do they have that in Dragonflight? I thought that was an awesome ability. Haunt, though, is just a bit of a heal, and it replaces Shadowbolt, right? Ghostly Soul, unless this has a cooldown, deals damage, increase all dot damage you deal by 20%, and when it is dispelled, you'll be healed for all of the damage it dealt to your target. They do have that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to main Warlock. Soul Link Warlock, and I'll be unkillable in PvP. Soul Link Warlock. Easy choice. Let's look at these other ones, though. This is actually really interesting. Let's just start from the top. Major. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. This is going to make me rage, just so you guys know. A lot of people come here for, like, the chill vibes. I already know I'm going to get pissed off here, because Frost Mages are... Anyway. Well, actually, you know what? I'll be playing Soul Link, who are unkillable by Frost Mages, so... Maybe not. Burnout. Increase your spell critical chance by 15%, but your non-periodic spell crits now have an additional 1% cost of your base mana. Okay, so this is something more like for shorter fights, so you don't go out of mana. Interesting. You know something I didn't consider? Maybe this is just me. But all of the original raids are going to be in Season of Discovery, right? Like, we're going to be raiding Molten Core. We're going to be raiding Blackwing Lair and AQ40 and everything. I guess I'm just sort of caught up into, like, the BFD raid. I'm assuming, like, it's all new raids and stuff. But I just realized we're going to have, like, all the other 4 raid tiers. I'm not sure why I assumed that. But I'm just thinking of, like, how the meta will change with all of these. The raiding meta. It's interesting. No, I'm going to play Soul Link Warlock. Fingers of Frost. Excuse me. Gives your chill effects a 15% chance to grant you the Fingers of Frost effect. Oh my god. Yeah, this one. This treats you as if you're in a Frost Nova, so you get the bullshit. Oh my god, the Shatter, right? Shatter. You're giving Zico Fingers of Frost and Vanilla. Are you shitting me? Regeneration. I hope they don't have, like, a bunch of Frost abilities spread out between each one. Like, they have to choose, right? Oh yeah, good. You can get Fingers of Frost and Icy Veins and Ice Lance. You can get all 3 of those. Wow, this is amazing. Regeneration is the heal. We saw this already. It's the mage heal, and you can just reverse time. Enlightenment. You deal 10% more damage while you have more than 70% mana. While below 30% mana, 10% of your generation continues while casting. I think this was in another expansion. Icy Veins. It's your casting speed increase and pushback. Everybody knows about this. It's a cooldown, 2-minute cooldown here. Arcane Surge. Unleash all of your remaining mana in a surge of energy focused. Wait, what is this? All of your remaining mana. This might be in the game too, but I'm not as familiar with mages. Increased by up to 300% based on your mana remaining. Afterwards, your normal mana regeneration is activated and increased by 300%. Interesting. Let me know if I'm alone here. I played Arcane Mage during Legion. I actually really, really loved Arcane Mage during Legion. It was when you would Arcane Blast, and with each Arcane Blast you did, you dealt more damage, but it also cost more mana, and then you consumed it with some sort of other ability. It increased the damage, all of your damage of your Arcane Blast and Arcane Explosion, I believe. I loved running Mythic Plus as Arcane Mage in Legion. It was so much fun, because I'll just stack that shit to the max, then throw down that rune that increases, like, your damage by 50%, and, like, pop all of my cooldowns and trinkets and just deal, like, 10 times the amount of damage as everybody else for a pack. Then I have to drink before we get to the next pack. But I loved Arcane Mage during Legion. I loved them. They weren't the best rating spec, but they were so much fun for Mythic, and I loved it. Master Generation. Heals all of the target's party's player members. This is AoE heal within 15 yards of the target for some health over 3 seconds, and the beacon. So a little bit of AoE healing as well. Records the subject's space-time position. 100% of all arcane damage done by the caster will be converted into chronomatic healing and divided among the caster's current temporal beacon targets. Arcane Mage seems really fun, actually. It's kind of This is similar to Discipline Priest, isn't it? I'm not sure how Discipline Priests function in Dragonflight, but BFA, what you would do in BFA is you would apply a buff to your party members by healing them or shielding them, and then the damage that Penance did healed all of the targets with this buff. It seems to be the same design philosophy here for Arcane Mages. It's pretty much the same. This says they're going to change tier pieces, says Alien Hunter. Okay, that's important to consider. Certainly important to consider, because a lot of the old tier set pieces are like, okay, increase intellect by like 10 or something. If they make it more impactful, it'll make it more interesting. It'll also make it less vanilla, though, in a way, too. This is the big controversy that's going to happen with these runes. I'll tell you guys this right now. All of this stuff looks rather interesting. However, it doesn't look vanilla, right? It doesn't look vanilla, but I mean, like, we have vanilla too, right? We have classic era. This is where Season of Discovery will split for people's fantasy of what Classic Plus is. Right here, these runes and how they work, and if they're changing set bonuses and stuff. Yeah, this is where it'll split. It'll be with these runes. Now, whether this is good or bad, if it's fun or not fun, that's going to be up to the individual player, but I'm just telling you right now, this is where the big divide is going to happen, is with these runes. I have to play it to tell you. People are asking me what I think of it. I think it's interesting, but I have to play it. I can't tell you guys. I think it's interesting, but I have to actually experience it to see if I like it or not. To see if it feels fun. To see if it feels right. It looks interesting and very different. Rewind time. Your current target with your temporal beacon instantly heals all damage taken over the last 5 seconds. This is like your oh shit button. Ineffective on targets that did not have temporal beacon 5 seconds ago. My brain is kind of struggling comprehending this. Anything when time skips are involved, I kind of have trouble. Ineffective on targets that did not have temporal beacon 5 seconds ago. Okay. So this is like your oh shit, oh god, the tank's low, right? Maybe I'm out of mana or something. I wish I could go back in time for 5 seconds. Ooh, Living Bomb. Wait, I thought, oh, Living Flame. That's, okay, this is the one I was missing. Summons a Spellfire Flame that moves towards the target, leaving a trail of Spellfire. Yeah, and then the trail deals damage. Here's Living Bomb, though. We know this one. There was also another one. I feel like this was in the game at some point. Enemies hit by the Living Bomb explosion also get Living Bomb. Was this like... was this Cataclysm this happened? I thought that was pretty cool, too. There's Arcane... Wow, they get Arcane Blast. And this is going to be the healing, yeah. The damage and healing of all the Arcane Blast, and it increases... I kind of want to play an Arcane Mage. This seems so different and interesting. I kind of want to try them. It's a damage-dealing, healing hybrid, kind of like Discipline Priest. I told you guys this before. I played Discipline Priest in BFA. The one positive thing I could say about BFA is I really liked Discipline Priest. And this is giving me Discipline Priest vibes. I think it's kind of interesting. And if I ever want to be OP in PvP, I can play Frostback and do Ice Lance. I'm not even going to read Ice Lance. Disgusting. Druids. I see we already have arguments in chat. Just please don't threaten to murder each other, you guys. It's serious. It's not that big of a deal. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Some people are going to like this. Some people are going to hate this, okay? It's okay. We're all going to be okay. Living Seeds. When you critically heal your target with any healing spell, you plant a living seed on your target. I don't know too much about druids. This sounds familiar. For 30% of the amount healed, living seed will then bloom. Yeah, this sounds familiar. They've had this before. When the target is next attacked, yeah. Druids are kind of bad healers in vanilla. I wonder if they'll get a res. Are any of these runes a res? Let's see. Next attack, Wild Strikes. When you're in cat form, bear form, dire bear form, party members within 20 yards increase combat ferocity. Each melee hit has a 20% chance of granting the attacker an extra attack. Wait, what? Is this Wind Fury for Alliance? This is Wind Fury for Alliance. Holy shit. Wild Strikes. While you're in cat, bear, or dire bear form, party members within 20 yards gain combat ferocity. Each melee hit has a 20% chance. Yeah, this is Wind Fury for Alliance. Again, is this cool and interesting? Yes, but can you make the argument that only Horde gets Wind Fury and Totem effects, and only Paladins get blessings and stuff? Is that part of the vanilla class fantasy? Like, is that part of what defines vanilla? I think you can make that argument. I like this for me, like being a warrior. I like, oh my god, I played Two-Handed Fury Warrior as Alliance. I played Two-Handed Fury Warrior as Alliance. You know how much shit I got for doing that? But if Alliance actually get Wind Fury now, it's actually feasible for Alliance. Interesting. Fury of the Storm Rage. Reduce the mana cost of Wrath by 100%, and each time you deal damage with Wrath, you have a 12% chance for your next cast of Healing Touch to be instant. Okay, so here's... Is this a cooldown, or is this a passive? Reduce the mana cost? This seems to be a passive, right? Well, I guess that's one way to solve the mana issue with balance. Good God. Just remove the mana cost. Survival of the Fittest. Reduce the chance to be critically hit by melee attacks by 6%. Wow, druids don't need to spend to stack defense anymore. Reduce all damage taken by 10%. Damage taken by an additional 10%. Okay, this is just like a straight up tanky ability. But is this really necessarily worth taking over? Well, this would be the only other like tank one, but it's not even like a tank one. It's like buff your party members one. So do you want to buff your party members, or do you want to not stack defense and get some more reduced damage? This is probably like for raiding or something. If you have a DPS druid or something. This actually makes DPS feral druids more viable too, as buffers. You kidding me? I would definitely want a feral druid in my party. We're gonna log out here. Hang on, I don't want to log out actually. I like this music while I'm reading this. I'm all tabbed right now. Star Surge. I wonder if lots of surging Star Surge stellar enemy because arcane damage. Star Surge benefits and triggers from most talents and effects that trigger or benefit Wrath or start. Wait, let me read this again. Star Surge benefits and triggers most talents and effects that trigger or benefit from Wrath. Okay, so you just copy your talents and triggers talents and effects. So this probably means as well tier sets, like tier set bonuses and stuff, right? Or maybe like idols or whatever. Life Bloom. Wow. Vanilla Druid's getting Life Bloom. What the hell? That's crazy. I feel like vanilla druids, resto druids in PvP are going to be crazy. Because what would they get for chest? Yeah, Living Seed. They probably get Living Seed. They get Life Bloom, and we'll see what they get for gloves. That's crazy. Skull Bash, there's your interrupt. We saw that. Savage Roar, finishing move that increases physical damage done while in cat form. So just a buff for feral there. Sunfire for vanilla druids. This is just another dot with your Moonfire. Yeah, and your cat and bear form as well. Lacerate. This was a BC ability, I believe. It's a bleed. Plus weapon damage, cause a high amount of threat, stacks up to 5 times, yeah. And Wild Growth, good god, AoE heal, yeah. This is heavy mana though, Wild Growth. And Mangle is your feral. Okay, interesting. So definitely they're trying to make balanced druids and feral druids viable. And restoration, of course, is still getting love with a bunch of new hots here. 3 new hots. I guess this one isn't a hot, it's just, you know, you get hit, you get healed. 2 new hots and another heal. 3 new heals for druids, resto druids. I guess no AoE. They could address AoE if they have... Some people said earlier that they're adjusting tier sets. They could get something for Hurricane, right? Let's see. Priest Ruins. Void Plague. Afflicts a target with a disease that causes more... Okay, it's just another dot. It's a disease. This kind of sounds like Devouring Plague. Is this Devouring Plague? So if Shadow Priest don't need to pick this one, or could Shadow Priest pick this one, and then they would have 3 dots. I hope they don't remove Priest racials in Classic Plus. That'd be ridiculous. I guess this doesn't heal, though. Devouring Plague heals. Serendipity. Healing with Flash Heal reduces the cast time of your next lesser heal, greater heal, and blah 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 by 20% for 20 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. This is a return, right? They had this before. Strengths of Soul, lesser heal, greater heal, and Flash Heal reduce the remaining duration of weakened soul on target, and they heal by 4 seconds. Wow. That's amazing. Discipline Priests are going to be unkillable unless they run out of mana. Twisted Faith, Mind Flame, Mind Blast, deal 20% increased damage on targets afflicted with your Shadow Word Pain. Ooh, I like that. Barrier, wow, they get Barrier. No way they get Barrier. 25% reduction in a bubble here for your party members. Shared Pain, your Shadow Word Pain now afflicts up to 2 by nearby targets. Oh my god. Shadow Priests. What the hell? I bet this works with Blackout procs too. How about... Okay, here's a meta for you. Spamming rank 1 Shadow Word Pain and AoE stunning everything. 10% per, right? And it afflicts 3 targets. Just throw this like in the middle of a group if you're like out of mana or something. If you want to be a disruptor. Homunculi, we saw this. Miniature copies. It's kind of like the Mage's Mirror Image except melee. Prayer of Mending is amazing. Penance is amazing. We all know about this. Mindseer. Ooh, wow, Shadow Priest get AoE. This is... You can put this on... Oh, only an enemy target. Was it later they changed this to where you can put it on your allies? I like putting it on my allies, actually. I put it like on the tank. Because you'll always be around mobs. But you put this on the target, deals pulsing AoE damage. It's kind of like Mind Flay, except AoE. Circle of Healing. This is BC. This is kind of like your oh shit AoE heal. It's very mana intensive though. And Shadow Word Death. Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of want to play Shadow Priest as well. We did Warlock. We did Warrior. Hunter. Okay, I'm interested in Hunter. I was thinking Hunter as well. Chest. Expose Weakness. Your ranged critical increase your attack bar by 40% of your current of agility for 7 seconds. So the issue with Hunters in raiding in WoW, Vanilla WoW, is that their damage just drops off, really. Their damage drops off post BWL especially, I believe, is their issue. And they can also have mana issues, like you don't want to use Arcane Shot, I believe, as a hunter in raiding. You just want to stick with multi. So we'll see if they address damage and mana here. Master Marksman, increase your crit chance by 5% and reduce the mana cost of all of your abilities by 25%. There you go. Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is interesting. I believe this was introduced in Cataclysm, if I'm not mistaken. But hunter pets are kind of worthless in vanilla, if you guys haven't noticed yet, because it's before this was BC, they added the passive to where they take 90% reduced damage from AoE. So they just die over and over again. So Lone Wolf would be... It'd be tough to choose though, like Master Marksman or Lone Wolf. 25% increased damage, but I mean, mana cost too is also damage. Cobra Strikes. Your critical hits and shot abilities cause your pet's next 2 special attacks to critically hit. Okay. Interesting. Depends on what spec you are. The pet kind of crits a lot, especially if you're talented for it already. So I feel like something more of like Master Marksman would be more useful than Cobra Strikes. Kill Command. Okay. Here's your BM here. This was BC. So you get Kill Command. Get the command to kill, increasing your pet's damage done from... Wait, is this different? Is this how it was in BC? I thought it was like when your pet crits, you can use this. But this says, increases your pet's damage done from special attacks by 60% for 30 seconds. Each special attack done by the pet reduces the damage bonus by 20. Maybe that's how it was. I'm not too familiar with BC hunters. Sniper training, your shot abilities gain 30% critical chance while you have not moved for the last 6 seconds. Wow. Like this with Lone Wolf is like simplified hunter. No pet and you don't move. Is the retail version? Or is the Wrath version kill command, says Demetrios. Okay. Serpent Spread. Ooh, I like this actually. I told you guys I played Hunter in Cataclysm and I loved this spell. Or this talent, I guess it was. Targets hit by your multi-shot are afflicted by your Serpent Sting. I loved using this. AoE dot everything. But this is... Multi-shot is still going to be 3 targets, though. I believe in Cataclysm, multi-shot was like everything. It was more than 3. So it won't be as powerful as the Cataclysm Serpent Spread. Flanking Strike. You and your pet both deal... simultaneous 100% melee damage. Oh my god. Melee hunters. Afterwards, your Mongoose Bite and Raptor Strike deal 10% increased damage, stacking up to 3 times. Raptor Strike now has a 20% chance to reset the cooldown. Oh my god, melee hunters. Thunder Fury Hunter Priority is what they're saying right here. It's actually going to be a thing. No, listen, you guys, listen. It's this, I mean, it's already... It should already be the case here, but this is for sure now. Thunder Fury goes to hunters. Beast Mastery. Your pet's damage and health are increased by 30%. And his focused regeneration by 80%. Oh my god. Oh, we saw this actually. And this is a passive, right? It goes to gloves. Ooh. So you can get this with Flanking Strike. And Chimera Shot's big damage. Huge damage. It deals Serpent Sting damage. And I think you could glyph it to heal eventually in like Wrath. But yeah, it doesn't heal by default. Yeah, Chimera Shot's huge. Explosive Shot. This is the one I liked. I loved the Explosive Shot lock and load dynamic in Wrath of the Lich King. Where if you trapped somebody, you would get 2 free explosive shots. So you could just like spam it and deal monster damage. That with like Black Arrow. Black Arrow could proc lock and load. I loved Hunter and Wrath. Carve, a sweeping attack that strikes all enemies in front of you for 50% weapon damage. Oh my god. Can you spam it? Or is this like Raptor Strike where it's on your next... Wow, this is different. It's so different. It's so different. All of these classes will play so differently. It's going to be interesting. I kind of want to play them all. Rogue. Let's just do all of them while we're at it. Everything's going to change so much. So much. Deadly Brew. When you inflict any other poison on a target, you also inflict deadly poison. Okay. Obviously a PvE one here. Just a flesh wound. Oh, we saw this in the thing. This is their tanking. You get a taunt. You take 20% reduced physical damage. 6% chance to reduce to be critically hit. That's for so you don't have to get defense gear. It seems like they've done this for a lot of specs. So instead of like adding, let's say, a rogue set for tanking or like rogue more leather defensive gear, they're just doing like a blanket. Okay, 6% chance to reduce to be critically hit. so the gearing doesn't change as much. So, like, it seems they said they're going to change set bonuses, but you'll still see rogues and, you know, like Bloodfang and Night Slayer, Bone Scythe, but they'll have 6% chance reduced to be critically hit. Quick draw. Draw your ranged weapon and fire a quick shot. What, Outlaw Rogue? Causing normal ranged weapon damage and reducing the movement speed. Ooh, it's a range slow for rogues. Wow. It's a combo point builder. This is Outlaw Rogue. Slaughter from the Shadows. Reduce the energy cost of your backstab and ambush abilities by 20. Does not apply to... Okay, just a... 20, that's crazy though. That's insane. What is backstab normally? 60. So 40 for each of these, I think. I think ambush might cost less. Between the eyes. Ranged finishing blow. Yep. And stuns the target. A ranged stun. This is a ranged kidney that deals a little bit of damage. Blade Dance. Finishing move that increases your parry chance. Lasts longer. Gives more parry per combo point. Okay, you know what? I did see... Or I did say, rather, that I felt like 20% reduced damage wouldn't be enough. I think rogue tanks would be kind of bad. Just with all the information that we know, 20% reduced damage really isn't a lot. I know that they dodge a lot, but here's an extra 10% parry. So they'll have a lot of dodge, they'll have 10% parry, and 20% reduced damage. They'll still be very RNG. Like, if they don't parry or dodge, like, twice in a row, I feel like you could still lose a rogue tank just like that if they get unlucky. With what we know so far, which you wouldn't have with other classes as much. In Venom, finishing move that deals instant poison damage based on your deadly poison doses on your target. Following the Venom attack, you get 75% increased frequency of applying instant poison for 1 second plus. Ooh, okay, so here's them bringing assassination into the fold. So maybe shaking up the meta a little bit, so it's not just combat. And yeah, here it is, mutilate. Yep. This is... Wait. This isn't daggers only, it says. Is mutilate in BC? Can you use that without daggers? I thought it was daggers only. From what I'm reading here, you can use this with swords. S-words, which would be crazy. Right? Instantly attacks with both weapons. It doesn't say daggers. Shadow Strike. Teleport behind your target and strike, causing 150% weapon damage. You can use it with all weapons. It's daggers only in TBC. It was changed to be daggers only. Yeah, because, I mean, 100% weapon damage with both weapons, so this is each. You'd probably change your offhand to a slow weapon then, if this were the case. Using a 2.8% or a 2.8 speed sword in your main hand in offhand. I feel like this is wrong, and this is going to be daggers, because that would be ridiculous. That'd be ridiculous. Okay, Shadow Strike. Teleport behind your target and strike. More mobility for rogues. This is huge. Absolutely huge talent here, especially for PvP. Rogues are going to be really... They're already amazing in PvP. But ranged stun. Here we have a teleport here. A gap closer. We got damage out the ass. I'm not sure if they would take the tanking spells for PvP. Probably not, because they're more cooldown dependent and just, you know, damage windows than defense based. Saber Slash. Slash an enemy for 130% damage, causing the target to bleed for 11 damage every 2 seconds for 12 seconds, stacking up to 3 times, or it's 1 combo point. Another bleed. Interesting. 3 times. Benefits from all talents. Oh, it's a Sinister Strike. Oh, okay, I see. It's a bleeding Sinister Strike. Shiv, this is your offhand poison application. So you can get crippling. Crippling on command is why this was added in the game, pretty much. Main, I don't know how to say this. Is this main gouch? Main gosh? I never know how to say this word. Instantly strike with your offhand or for normal offhand weapon damage and increase your chance to parry. Ah, even more parrying. So that's 20% now. 20% parrying, 20% physical damage, or just damage reduction, I guess. And whatever dodge chance you have as a rogue. That's your tank. And it replaces Sinister Strike, yeah. And you'll have 100% uptime on this. I mean, assuming it has no cooldown. Shaman. Shaman and Paladin are our last two, you guys. Let's see. Dual wield. Increase your chance to hit with both spells and melee attacks by 5% while dual wielding. And I said this earlier. I don't really like this. I feel like it's a large part of the vanilla shaman's identity to be two-handed. When I think enhancement shamans in vanilla, I'm thinking Unbreakable, right? I'm thinking him swinging that Hand of Rag. I'm thinking leveling shaman swinging Corpse Maker. I feel like dual wield specialization will make shamans feel more like BC shamans than vanilla shamans. So I don't think I really like the dual wielding for shamans, but it seems to be that's the way that they're going down. Shield Mastery. Okay, here's your enhancement tanking here. Each time you block, you regenerate mana equal to 4% of your maximum mana. I guess elemental shamans have mana issues. I guess enhancement would have mana issues as well. You gain armor equal to 30% of your shield's armor value. Wow. Stacking up to 5 times? Jesus. But you have to block to get it going, though. That's the thing. You also always gain 10% increased chance to block and block value. So this will be something to where they ramp up their defense, right? How long is it? 5 times, but it doesn't say the duration. We don't have a duration yet. So you'll start off a little bit squishier, but as the fight goes on, you get 5 stacks. You're more tanky. It doesn't say the duration though. Like, could this be something to where it can wear off if you're unlucky? Or maybe you'll have an on-demand block, much like a shield block for warriors. Let's see. Overload gives your Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, Chain Heal, Healing Wave, and Lava Burst spells a 33% chance to cast a second similar spell. Wow, on the same target. I think this was in the game before. It's kind of like Wind Fury for spells. You can double up. Healing Rain, we saw that at BlizzCon. Just an AoE heal. Ancestral Guidance for the next 10 seconds. 25% of your damage is converted to healing. This was also a thing, I believe. Up to 3 nearby party members, and 100% of your healing is converted to damage on your most recent Flame Shock target. Interesting. Ooh, Earth Shield. I actually like Earth Shield. I like Earth Shield. But again, another... okay, this is an embarrassing question. I'd hardly ever played Horde. Horde don't have Earth Shield in vanilla, right? This is a BC thing, right? But again, this with the dual wield, I feel like shamans are going to feel more like BC than vanilla. Way of the Earth. While Rocket Blighter weapon is active on your main hand, you deal 100% increased threat, gain 30% increased health, and take 10% reduced damage, 6% reduced critical chance, and Earthshock taunts the targets to attack you. Yep. Yeah, we also saw that in the presentation. Correct, it's BC Resto Shaman. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm an Alliance Andy, if you guys can't tell already. Shamanistic Rage, reduce all damage you take by 20%, and you regenerate mana every second for 15 seconds. So here's your mana issues here for Elemental. Any Elemental Shamans will be rejoicing at this one. Mana regenerated per second is equal to 15% of your attack power, 10% of your spell power, 6% of your healing power. Wow, that's great for healers too. I don't know like if Resto Shamans have mana issues, but this is a huge boost for them. It's crazy. Water Shield too, wow. Here's another mana one. When you get hit, you get mana and you also generate it. That's what that says. Lava Burst. Oh my god, vanilla shamans are getting Lava Burst. Holy shit. Oh no, Lava Burst is going to replace Chain Lightning in the bullshit combo. Oh no, you guys. They're going to be even more crazy. It's going to be Elemental Mastery, Trinket, Lava Burst, Earth Shock. Are you shitting me? Oh, God. Oh, no. Lava Lash. Enhancement dual wield. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Is Elemental Mastery Nature's spell? Because this would be fire then, I guess. Is Elemental Mastery next to spells crit or next to nature spells crit? I'm going to have nightmares. Molten Blast. Blast your enemies in a cone in front of you for damage. It generates a high amount of threat. Okay, just another threat builder. In a cone, it's an AoE cone. It looks like maybe no cooldown. Flame Shock periodic damage has 10% chance to resent the cooldown. Oh no, it has a cooldown on Molten Blast. So you Flame Shock everything that you can, Molten Blast, and just, you know, use it when it's up. Definitely more... See, I wonder though, all of these changes... Where's Warlock? Our Warlocks, is their DPS rotation in rating, is that still going to consist of Shadow Bolt, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Bolt? I guess you get Chaos Bolt here. You get Haunt, so it'd be Chaos Bolt, and then Shadow Bolt, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Bolt, and cooldown. Mages get some stuff, right? I'm thinking of the one button rotation classes right now. Mages would be another one, the Frostbolt, right? But you get Fingers of Frost, which means maybe you'd throw out Ice Lances in between, right? You get Fingers of Frost. Fire Mages will have a couple of abilities here. They can use Living Bomb. They can use, what was it, Living Flame maybe? I'm not sure. Depends on how much damage they deal, how they interact with talents. So it might be like 2-button rotations, which is more than 1-button rotations. I don't know, can you guys handle that? Any mage mains in chat? Can you guys handle another ability on your rotation? Can you guys handle that? Let's see. That was the last one, right? Okay, Paladins, last one, you guys. Seal of Martyrdom. So correct me if I'm wrong. No, impossible, you guys are saying. Well, you guys are in trouble then. Seal of Martyrdom. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this the Alliance version of Seal of Blood that they added in BC Classic? Fills you with Holy Spirit for 30 seconds, causing each of your melee attacks to deal 30% weapon damage to 3 nearby targets. Wait, this seems different. But you lose health. This is a little bit of AoE. You lose health. This health loss is important. It seems like a detriment at first, but Paladins are also getting another one where they get mana based on how much they're healed for, and it doesn't count for overhealing. The name is, but it's different. They kept the name, but they changed the spells. That's what people are telling me. Okay. Seal is active. But yeah, this damage is actually important here, so keep this in mind. Unleashing the seal's energy will judge an enemy, instant causing some weapon damage at the cost, again, of health. Divine Storm is your AoE here. Divine Storm, was this BC? I thought this was Wrath. I thought this was Wrath and it costs like Holy Power. Any Paladin mains are gonna laugh at me here. It heals up to 3 part of your main raid members. Okay, interesting. Horn of Lordaeron, this sounds new. They blow the horn. Oh god, that's hot. Increases total strength and agility. Wait, this is the Death Knight horn. What are you talking about? This is the Death Knight horn, right? Strength and agility of all party members for 2 minutes. Yeah, this is the it's exclusive with Blessing of Might. This is the Death Knight horn. The Horn of Winter, yeah, they just changed it. Horn of Lordaeron. Aegis. Increase your block value by 30% and damaging melee and ranged attacks against you. Have a 10% chance to increase your block. Okay. It's not cumulative with readout. Increase your block value. Okay, so more block here. Another big tanking one. Divine Sacrifice. 30% of all damage taken by party members within 30 yards is redirected to the Paladin. Ooh. AoE Blessing of Sacrifice for 10 seconds. So you use this if you're bad at holding threat. You have your party tank, but you take the damage. That's amazing. Or just for like big AoE moments and unavoidable AoE moments in boss fights, which there should be, right? Because they're adding like raid mechanics and stuff. Damage which reduces the paladin below 20% health will break the effect. Oh, so it doesn't kill you? Oh, come on. That's not vanilla-like. This button should kill you if you use it at the wrong point. I disagree with that. And grant the paladin 10% increased damage and healing. This is your hero moment spell. Inspiration Exemplar. Inspiring Presence. Ooh, this is like me, my Inspiring Presence. It periodically dispels fear and sleep effects. Oh my god. That's insanity. Fear and sleep, AoE, dispel. Oh, this is Grounding Totem. This is Grounding Totem. Alliance are gaining not only Wind Fury, but they're gaining Grounding Totem. Avenger Shield. This is BC. You hurl your shield, dealing some bouncing damage. Yeah, jumps to 3 targets. This is your opener. Tremor. I'm sorry, I said grounding. Tremor. I get those mixed up all the time. One of the issues, believe it or not, with Vanilla Paladin, they have no ranged pull. Their judgment is like 10 yards. So what they do, I shit you not, this is the most vanilla thing ever. You guys know those level 5 kobolds? They drop a candle that deals like 20 damage, and it's a ranged fireball. This is what paladins actually have been doing for the last 20 fucking years. They kill these level 10 kobolds to get this stupid candle, and that's their ranged pull in vanilla. It's amazing. But they have Avenger Shield now, so I guess they don't need to do that anymore. Exorcist. Exorcism can now be cast on any target and has a 100% increased critical chance against undead and demons. Funny little bit of lore here. Undead players used to be of the undead type, so you could use Exorcism on undead players, but you also couldn't sleep or fear undead players, but you could also shackle them too. Rebuke, spellcast interrupt for pallies here. Wow, Esfand is just going crazy with this, I bet. Beacon of Light. Oh, I like Beacon of Light. This copies your heals, right? You put it on like the main tank and the off tank. Pallies are like really good main tank, off tank healers because you can just spam. It heals both of them. Crusader Strike we saw. Hand of Reckoning we saw. Here's what makes paladins not a Netflix class anymore. Hand of Reckoning a taunt. Wow. Different is right. This is so different. It's crazy. Oh, here's a picture of Esfand right here, actually. That's crazy. Well, I can see why this is all controversial. I saw we even had some arguments in chat here during this, which is highly entertaining. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I always appreciate arguments. I'm not sure what to think. I don't like all of it. I like some of it. I don't like all of it. Again, I have to play it. There's no way I can say if I like it or I don't like it. I think overall I'm excited for it because it's just going to be so different. But I have to actually see it and feel it in action. The one thing I'm going to say, Warlocks are incredibly overpowered just for looking at this, and I'm going to play it. I'm going to be playing Soul Link Warlock. What else do I want to play? I thought Arcane Mages actually look rather interesting. This kind of appeals to my affinity for BFA Discipline Priests. The Arcane Mage seems kind of similar in a lot of ways, so I actually like that. Druid, I'm kind of I've never been on Druids in vanilla, and their weakness wasn't really why. I just didn't really like the gameplay style, so I probably won't touch a Druid. Priest, I like the Shadow Priest changes. Shadow Priests get more buttons. I've really been enjoying Shadow Priest leveling. And also I think I see all of the other changes to all of the other healers, in my opinion, because priests are getting Prayer of Mending, Penance, and I guess they'll grab either Strength of Soul or Serendipity. I think priests are still going to be the top healers in vanilla, if you ask me. And I love penance. I love the penance spell. And I think I'd want to play a Discipline Priest as well in PvP. Especially if you have penance, and especially if you have prayer mending, and especially if you have... What's the one that reduced weakened soul? Yeah, this one, Strength of Soul. Oh my god, Discipline Priests with Strengthened Soul. Jesus. Warriors seem interesting. Probably their most powerful talent here for PvP is going to be Warbringer. Wait, it says Intervene abilities. We don't have Intervene. Is this just left over from developer copy-pasted this from like Wrath or something, and they forgot to delete Intervene? Because Vanilla Warriors don't have Intervene, I hate to break it to you. And there's nothing here showing that they get Intervene. But Warbringer's their most powerful one. They also have like some on-demand enrages here too, with like 25%, which is interesting. Hunter, melee Hunter seems kind of interesting too. I like Explosive Shot. I'd be interested to try melee Hunter. Fulfill the fantasy. Rogues seem like they're going to be ridiculous in PvP, especially because of Shadow Strike. In Mutilate, I'm wondering, because it doesn't say daggers only. If you can use this with swords or maces, rogues are going to be, in my opinion, the top DPS. Because instant attack with both weapons for 100%. 2 combo points, no cooldown. I feel like this isn't finished, and it's going to be daggers only. It's just a tooltip error. Shamans. Elemental will be interesting to see. And Paladins, I think, will be interesting. I think what I'm leaning on right here is what I would play. I'd probably play a Hunter... I'd play a Warrior, I'd play a Warlock, and I'd play a Priest. Those are my 4. Those are my 4. Yeah, this is going to be hugely controversial. I'm not sure when these hit. 3 days ago. Wow, this is 3 days old? Damn, I'm behind the times. Yeah, I guess this is the source of controversy with Season of Discovery, but come on, let's be honest. No matter what Classic Plus was, everybody's going to be pissed off. No matter what. Nobody would ever be able to agree on anything. This kind of gets into the thing I've said before. I get into this with YouTube. If I say A, all of the B people are like really pissed off at me. If I say B, all of the A people are really pissed off at me. And then all of the C people are like, what the fuck, Mad Season? You forgot about C, you son of a bitch. Monotone fuck. So just keep that in mind before you threaten the lives of the developers here. That no matter what they are going to do, somebody will be angry. Everybody will always be angry. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's interesting. It's certainly different. I will be giving it a shot. I'll be playing it on the 30th for sure. And we'll just see how it feels. Once I play it, I can tell you guys how I feel about it. Yeah, and also, it's just a game, says Carving. Let's remember that, too. Is it an important game to a lot of us? Yeah, absolutely. But let's calm our nerd rage down here and just kind of ground ourselves here. The whole goal is to have fun, you guys. So let's focus on that. Let's focus on having fun. But I think with that, my dear chat, actually, you know what? Let's do one more round of trivia. Stick around. One moment. We're going to do trivia. Chance to win a subscription here if you're not subbed. Let me think of a question. Let me think of a question here. Let me think of a question. What do you guys think? Let me know while I think of a question here. I probably missed a bunch of subscribers too. I'm so sorry. Let me go through these real quick. Palomalu, thank you for the Prime. Dubsy Brand, Line Trap Enjoyer, Renegade. Oh, Marin Jade rated me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marin Jade. Thank you so much. Hello, Marin Jade viewers and stuff. Thank you, guys. Sorry I missed that. I feel bad. I kind of, when I get into my WoW stuff, I kind of get into it, and I wasn't doing a good job of keeping up with chat there. What do you guys think of it? Come on. Let me know. Supposedly dual spec 2. Yeah, true. Want to run Zia for Mara? No, it's late for me. I gotta head out of here, you guys. I'm just gonna do a trivia run here before I hop off here. I'm just thinking of a question. Do you guys want to do an easy one? Do you guys want to do an easy one? Okay, here we go. Okay, I got one. This one isn't necessarily easy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Monotone Madnesses Trivia Extravaganza, the only trivia show on Twitch where you are the winner and where the streamer gives you something. The rules are simple. They are as follows. The first person to answer my question correctly in chat and who is not subscribed to me wins a gifted subscription, and I will also say your name, and our parasocial relationship will grow to levels you never knew possible. And you also have to be following me. These are the only rules. You have to answer first correctly, spelled correctly, no typos, and you also have to be following me. So log in, get those fingers ready, because we're going to have another hot trivia question coming at you in a moment. You guys ready? Hang on. What is J. Allen Brack's favorite flavor of ice cream? Sylvanus, incorrect. The Jailer, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Thrall's Balls, interesting flavor, but I'm sorry, Jedzi. It's incorrect. Vanilla. NZ Bam says vanilla. NZ Bam, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. Sub-Zero 22 says cookies and cream. Sub-Zero, I'm so sorry, man. But that is absolutely correct. All of you guys who said vanilla, consider yourselves casual. No, rewind. Rewind. Cookies and cream is J. Allen Brack's favorite flavor of ice cream. Oh, what's this crap? Ooh, I don't like that music. Oh god, wait, what's happening? Oh no, stop. Okay, here, boom. Sub-Zero 22. Congratulations, man. Hell yeah, brother. He was the first to say it correctly. So many people said vanilla. Wow, I'm surprised. Don't you guys remember? Cookies and cream happens to be my favorite ice cream. Remember, you think you do, but you don't. J. Allen Brack doesn't like vanilla. He likes cookies and cream. Let's give a round of applause here to Sub-Zero, you guys. Everybody clap. Hell yeah, man. Way to nail it. Please clap, everybody.
Please clap.
Please clap. Oh shit, we had an ad break. Oh god, that was really bad timing. Hang on. Let's here. Well, that's going to be it for me today, you guys. Tonight, rather. Thank you for joining me. This was actually a really fun and interesting stream. Not gonna lie, I kind of like to venture outside of WoW every now and then to do kind of fun stuff like that with you guys. We just read some, I guess those were data mines maybe. I'm not sure, maybe Blizzard posted them. I have no idea. if you guys haven't heard, you guys are going, you're gonna cringe at me here. You're all gonna hate me. I will be doing a reaction channel. I'm still editing the first one. We actually did. Maybe I could upload the abilities too, but we reacted to the whole Season of Discovery presentation a few days ago, and I'm editing it a little bit. And I'm going to post that on my alternate channel. It's called MadSeasonShow right now, but I am going to repurpose that to MadSeasonShow Reacts, and I'm going to start implementing into my stream mainly World of Warcraft based reactions and stuff, but we might also venture out of there. It's kind of fun to kind of venture outside of WoW every now and then to kind of switch things up a little bit. And I'm also going to make a channel in my Discord for like requests and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. But really good stream today. We got 48 like we thought we would. This was our goal if you were around earlier. I might be back tomorrow. If I'm back tomorrow, it'll probably be around noonish time Eastern. So yeah, hit that follow button. If you guys happen to be around during that time, you're more than welcome to stop by. And we'll hopefully hit 49 and maybe do some other stuff too, some other fun stuff. But aside from that, let's find somebody to raid. Who is streaming right now? Ooh, you guys want to watch a hardcore Dead Mines run? S-Fand is doing hardcore mode. He's doing Dead Mines right now. Let's go ahead and raid him. Let's go ahead and raid my friend S-Fand. You guys are going to see some Paladin gameplay. It seems like maybe Season of Discovery maybe brought him out of the woodwork here. I'm sure those Paladin changes have got him pretty hyped, but yeah, thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun as usual. Take care of yourselves and each other. And you guys have a good day or night, whatever it is, wherever you may be, because I will see you in the next one. Peace.